Is Will not coming, or?
He's gonna be late.
It's gonna be a little bit
Okay.
late.
Brandon needs the notes.
He does.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, we'll see what he does. All right. Okay, well, not you already switched over, Lex.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool.
Unless we got a special one from Roxanne this time.
I don't.
We'll see. We'll be good. You guys will be fine. All right, everyone. Welcome back to session 10 of our Triumph of Tusk campaign, Adventure Path.
We've hit double digits. Woohoo!
Yeah, we hit level digits. That's a real milestone. Let's get straight up. I tried to turn it down. It refuses. Okay. All right. So, we're jumping back in. We were missing one orc for a little bit. This is gonna be a little late. Sal won't be joining us for a little bit here, maybe. Which is very, very cliffhangery, because some stuff happened last session. But I'm having a little trouble remembering it. I could probably give us a recap if neither you want one. Oh, bam. Never mind.
Oh, there goes my high roll for the session.
Yep,
Oh, no.
there goes the high roll for the session. All right, let's make sure, give everyone 2 hero points. And Gresha, yes, please. Would you please let us know what happened last time?
Last time on Triumph of the Tusk, we pick up fighting against. Wait, hold on a second. There's been many fights now. I'm trying to sort it all out of my head. I think
Your
this
last fight was against the
was
hunters.
Right. But was that? I think that was the begin. No, Flood Swain. We fought some Flood Swain. We got rid of those. We continued on.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, you fought many of these guys. You fought some doggos.
yes. Eventually, we did come to when we put the caravan to rest for a bit. I believe we were still about maybe a day or so away from Splitskull Keep. Hein came to us saying that we were being tracked and we could hear the baying of wolves from a distance. As we went to go check it out, we saw that the undead had packs of, well, undead wolves that had picked up our scent and were pursuing us. So we decided to strike first and wait in ambush, so when they came, we would be able to slaughter them and keep them off our track. But more of their numbers kept coming. After dealing with, I think, at least 2 groups, though, we were able to stop their advance. And once we headed back to the caravan, and once we were rested, we continued on, and eventually made it to Splitskull Keep, our destination for right now. Hopefully they will be able to take us in, and hopefully Ardax will keep his end and come with reinforcements from your gear. Until then, we hold out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much all. Yeah, I think most last session was just you guys fighting the Flood Slain. Ghouls and the wolves. Go ahead and take your hero point, and then yeah, you guys came upon salvation, your destination, Splitskull Keep. But maybe not the warmest of welcomes you were hoping for. I think the only thing we want to add is that after you guys, the caravan had kind of made its way in to the village of, the village is named Ossogard. And then they have Splitskull Keep in there. This is a Clefthead Holds locale. The remaining guards for Ardax, the 4 that are left after your long and arduous journey, went with Sal and Gresha to the front gates. They had asked for entry on behalf of Ardax, and you guys were let in. And then the doors closed behind you. But we may not return to that spot because that's probably pretty important that Sal will be here for that. so we're gonna check back in with the people still outside the keep at the caravan, and before all that though, we do have to acknowledge some things. It's Mother's Day, so a resident mother can have an extra hero point. I would be
Thank you.
remiss. I don't want the moms coming after me.
Let's go.
And then also, I have a
Almost gotta
roleplay question.
raise those baby orcs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Keep them
Yeah.
in line.
Oh yeah, we have one resident mother in the Grothlin. She's a mom. Let's see. And then
You
maybe
got
Sal.
Keep Sal in
Gresha
line.
needs to introduce the new companion.
Oh yeah, you
yes.
you guys
Yeah.
also saved a companion.
I totally forgot about that. There's been a lot, but along the way to this keep, we encountered a bristleboar that was under attack by the undead. We got rid of the aggressors, and with a little bit of coaxing, it came to our side. So now we have Pork with us.
Yeah, work. Love it. The newest member of whatever your guys' team name is.
Work in progress.
Yeah, work in progress. Mostly is. Maybe we just call it that. Work in progress, but it's with an ORC instead of a okay. Work in progress.
Work in progress. Nice.
Oh yeah, I got a roleplay question for y'all if you want to answer it. But let's see. 1 second, where's it at? Okay. Inquiring minds would like to know. How does your character want to live out their older years? We'll throw out a d20 if y'all want to answer that. The last bonus hero point. Really, you can crush Sal and Dale because can't have that many. All right, one's for Dale. And looks like it's Dale. All right, Dale. How does Dale want to live out his older years?
Some will tell you what, man. Dale would like to live out his older years, sitting on his porch in a rocking chair with a nice cool glass of sweet tea next to his darling.
Oh,
Right, just growing old and then, sitting there and enjoying life. Can't beat it.
nice. Do you own land?
One of these days Dale's will like to, right? We're gonna go out there, we're gonna I gotta deal with this one fella real quick, and after we deal with him, then maybe we'll settle down,
Hmm. All right, like it. All right, so you take the final free hero point you guys will get for this session, and yeah, as we cut over to the guards and Sal and Gresha walking in through the gates after um being let in. The gates close. We pan back over to the caravan and what seems to be left of the village of Ossogard with Roxanne, Dale, and Kresh. You look around the village and you see that there, orcs kind of shuffling about. Not as many as you might have hoped. Um, but yeah. What do you guys want to do? The guards have left with Sal and Gresha. They went off to the front of the keep. Don't know how long they're gonna be. So you kind of just gonna wait and listen, watch.
I mean, I think Dale will take a look around and we're expecting people to these, undead hordes to show up at any time, right?
Yeah, you think you've made you've given yourself significant time when you guys went and took on the problem head on. So you don't know exactly how long you'll have until the horde shows up, but yeah, I mean,
I think Dale will take a look around and see what's defensible. Um, Right. Like, is there anything they can do to like maybe round up some of the sickly and stuff, and maybe get them to a safer place, or
Mhm.
um, try to make the situation a little bit more defensible.
Okay. You do see a keep off up on the hill. You think that would be pretty defensible. As far as what's remaining in the village, you see a lot of the orcs are kind of just milling about, and they look every once in a while. They look at your caravan, almost with like hungry eyes, like maybe. And you've been escorting your caravan. You guys are pretty low on supplies at this point, having made that mad dash all across Belkzen over your journey over the last 4 days. Um, but yeah, if you want to just like take a look around town and ask, um, there's not much in the way of kind of setting up a defensible position outside the keep, though.
Yeah. Then I think as we're walking around taking a look at things, I'll try to see if we can get everybody to the keep. Um, Kind of get the stronger of the bunch some
Mhm.
weapons, and um, move to the keep and make our last stand.
Okay.
And
Uh,
if I can, I'd like to see. Is there anybody who can potentially like make bullets? Maybe
did you already try and make bullets today?
I have not. I don't know if we've.
So you guys slept the night, and then you guys made
Okay.
the last leg of your journey. It's about midday now on the 26th. So this would be the fifth day of travel technically, but you've made it there on the fifth day.
Okay.
Is there anyone who can help you make bullets? I don't think anyone in your caravan uses guns. Um,
Well,
but
I
let's
will
see.
be.
Anyone? Let's see. Anyone with a crafting persuasion? There was a master smith here. He left a couple days ago, unfortunately. Um, Sal could probably help you whip up some bullets, but he left to the keep.
I'll
Let's
just
see.
do my daily crafting then, and that'll give me a handful. So
Okay.
now that I've figured that system out and
Mhm.
reoriented it,
All right. All right. So
um,
so right now your plan is to do that and then maybe head up to the keep to see what's what.
yeah, it's kind of you know there may have been a particular time when some orcs were charging another keep in a not so distant timeline.
Oh, what you talking
Uh,
about? All right. What are you up to, Roxanne?
Uh, Roxanne would fashion a leash for Pork, seeing these hungry eyes all around her. I don't want him to get taken. Maybe
Okay.
let's start leash training little Pork so
Well,
he can
okay.
stay safe.
The way I said that really sounds like they're all zombies already, but that's not the case. They're just like it seems like this village is down bad, and they were looking at your caravan like, maybe
Yeah,
maybe there's some supplies there we can take.
Pork is
It
out of
feels
yeah.
like
emergency
at least like a
rations.
lot of these people have up and left.
Okay, yeah, and
What do
then,
you think?
eh, once I have Pork in hand,
Okay.
I would want to heal up anyone that needs healing,
Okay.
and then
That's
escort them, like, more towards the center, like, closer to the keep. Because then maybe if they let us in, then we can get them in and as quickly as possible.
okay. All right, yeah, you're more than welcome to do that. You go around and kind of double check everyone on your side. You've done a good job taking care of the folks up to this point. And while tensions may have ran hot at some point, just the horrible situation you guys put in, like the diplomats and the some of the merchants that are still with you, the various NPCs you met over the torrent mood in the couple days. Your caravan seems to be in doing fairly well as far as their health is concerned. So good
Okay.
job.
Alright, then, can I try and teach Pork how to, like, sit?
Okay. You
Let's
have
teach him little tricks.
okay. I think there's literally an action for this. Hold on.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. It's called command an animal. Hold on, let's look at it. You issue an order to an animal. Attempt a nature check against the animal's will DC. DM might adjust the DC if the animal has a good attitude towards you. Um, you automatically fail if the animal is hostile or unfriendly to you. That's not true.
Okay.
Um, Most animals know drop, prone, leap, seek, stand, stride, strike. I mean, it's just a wild animal though, so
Yeah.
okay. So we'll start simple. You just want him to sit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, give me a nature check. Or actually, I can throw one out
Oh.
there. A 2. 15. Nice. Okay. You lose a lot of rations. Getting them to sit.
All right,
Uh,
that's okay. I want Grisha to be impressed with little pork.
okay, sure. All right, just whatever rations you had on your sheet, just delete half
Wipe
of
out. Okay. Okay.
them.
It's worth it.
Okay. So yeah, a lot of the caravans kind of watch you.
Oh
Try
God, I'm
to
wasting the
you're
rations.
wasting the
Oh
food. Not wasting the well. Maybe other people don't see that. You get a lot of strange looks. You feed this animal you picked up in the wilderness.
no! She's from the city. God damn her.
Let's put that part in the Walking Dead game where you have the food. You have like 2 pieces of food for like 10
Yeah.
people. Then you go give it to the pig.
Good on Roxanne. She's fattening up the rations.
Oh yeah, they could be looking at it like that too. Like she's
Mm.
porking up that piggy. More
All
food.
right. All right. Cool. All right. You're successful in this. You're successful in this. You don't think maybe don't think it's stuck though. You did get him to sit though. It's always snuffling around though, hungry. All right. Crash, what are you up to?
Crashwood. He's been trying to keep these supplies in order for a while, and so when people start like eyeballing him or giving them looks, he sits himself down right next to like the supply wagon
Mm.
and like starts giving people angry eyes.
Okay.
Like don't touch the wagon or you're gonna have to get through me.
Okay. Cool. Um. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, there's the ambulance service. Oh, super nerd. Okay, let me just see here.
Anyone else hear the music bot?
I can hear rain, but no
I
music.
hear rain and what sounds like people talking.
Oh, is it not going?
Don't think so.
Oh, well, it was just playing the
Yeah,
intro
but
that we
now
played
this
earlier.
sounds like ambience.
Yeah, there should be some ambience, be a little wind, maybe. Probably a little rain. Okay, let me bring my bot in real quick. Oh, it's not saying it. Hold on. Do-do-do-do. Oh no, do it Discord. Let's see. Yeah, you do get a few just curious orcs come up to you and asking for like food and such. Um, um, how do you respond to the people who come asking you for food?
Crash has his arms folded and he's kind of looking at him. Let's see. I guess I want to do a sense motive. Like, are
Okay,
they? So
go ahead. That's a perception check. Here, do you guys hear stuff now?
yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right, let's see. All right, that's pretty good. Yeah, you get the idea that let's see, they're genuinely asking for food. This seems like maybe they're a little lost. Um,
All right.
when you strike them up for conversation, if you do at all, they explain that many of the orcs have fled because Khazard won't let anyone into the keep. Then they explain that they've heard scouts come back and warning of undead closing in. They say this is a couple of them too. It's not just, it's a small group of them. Let's see. Yeah, and what did Khazard do? He took his favorite warriors into the fortress and closed the gates. We called on him to let us in, yet he scoffed and told us there wasn't enough room or food for everyone. Folks tried reasoning with him and his guards, our neighbors. They told us to scatter and come back with reinforcements. He gives you and the caravan a disapproving look. I'm guessing you aren't the reinforcements.
No, we didn't. We were told there were reinforcements here. Right. How many of them are there?
Like 3 or 4 of them.
3 or 4. It's like, hold on. Kresh goes into the food compartment. What's the food situation looking like in the wagon?
You think you could spare some food, but maybe it would just be better if you go talk to some of the other people in the caravan, and then maybe you guys just start cooking something and maybe make like a shared meal with what is left, because there's not a whole lot left.
Right. Kresh gets some like bread and like a little thing of water. It's like, we'll be making like a meal for everybody later, but he looks at the bread and at them, but what else can you tell me?
Sly one. Okay. So what else can you tell me? Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay. Give me a diplomacy check.
Okay. Diplomacy. Okay. Can it be intimidation?
So you're like,
I mean, yes, I'm pumping them for information.
tell me
but,
what you know, or I'm not going to give you this bread. And you crush the bread.
Crush it in front of it, but like maybe he takes
how are you
like, a nibble
intimidating
out
them?
of it. Like no, he like looks at it and like looks at
Then
the
you eat
water.
a little bit?
He takes like a swig of the water.
Oh my god. Okay. Sure. Can intimidate them into telling you it's like, okay.
Okay, I'll let that stay.
Keep no.
Yeah, I'll keep. Like it's nothing. That's not super
Okay.
important. Right?
This doesn't go over very well. Kind of the orcs kind of growls, and
Right. Well, thank you for your hospitality, and he tosses them the food.
Okay.
We'll be having food later, but
Okay. The kind of group goes off.
mhm.
They do thank you. Do you go let the others know what you found out?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, hey, they're not letting people in the keep. He goes to Dale and the rest of the gang.
Wait, like we don't have any chance to get into the keep at all?
Oh, they're saying that they're not letting them in, and they're hungry.
Why the hell wouldn't they let them in the keep?
They said, well, probably they didn't give a good answer.
I mean, they gonna die out here.
Mhm.
And I mean, I'll be damned if I'm gonna stand out here and watch these people die while there's folks up in the keep.
Well, Grisha and Sal went up there. We gotta just trust that they can persuade them to let us in, which I believe in them. I think they can do it.
I mean, I think they can too, but I tell you what, if they don't, Dale's gonna start spinning one of his guns in his hand. Like, I know old Jezebel Wild Bill might have something to say about it.
Yeah.
As you guys just converse, don't mean to interrupt, but there is a piercing cry from the sky, and you see a large drake take off from the top of the keep and just head off to the north.
Who the hell was that?
I can show you what it looked like. That is not correct. Hold on. Like that.
Oh.
And you see it do a couple circles of the town and then head off to the north. You imagine maybe it's going to hunt something.
That thing is ugly. Who the hell owns that? Is there anybody around that can kind of direct that question to?
Yeah, it's just, if you're just chatting around the caravan, some people could explain that that's a wyvern.
I mean,
Who owns
does
it?
yeah, does it do what it wants?
I don't know. The only wyverns we know about are there was one horde that tames and rides wyverns. They are the Wing Ripper clan. But they mostly stay up north. Belkzen. Past the Dirt Sea.
Well, who here would have something like that? I mean, does it have a master here or something?
They shrug.
Hmm.
And it came out of the keep?
Yeah, it came out of the top of the keep. Like maybe out of one of those windows. Like there's used to go part of the keep. There's like a broken section. It seemed to have leapt out of that. Maybe it makes that part its nest, and went off to go hunting. Around this time of day.
Damn. I wish we could use that to hunt for us. That would be so cool.
No kidding. And what's a fella got to do to learn how to ride one of those, man?
Perhaps you could join the Wing Ripper.
I mean, they take
Yes.
goblins or what?
They are trained from birth to endure the venom a wyvern can produce. Tame and train one from birth. Quite majestic creatures, as long as you're not fighting them.
Huh.
All right. Let's what was your do you guys want to just do some basic Pathfinder minigame gather information?
Sure.
I mean,
yeah.
Could we kind of go
Yeah.
explore the town a bit, or do you want to head to the keep like you were saying, Dale?
I mean, I think if it hasn't been long, and I would like to give everyone else
Gather
the
information
appropriate
usually
amount of time.
takes about an hour to complete
Yeah.
it. Like it's an activity you can do when you're not in dungeons or fighting stuff.
So maybe we'll go do that then, and give them some time to go talk to the folks in the keep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that's what I assume. I think it's been probably close to a half hour already. You guys just chatting up the folks giving out the food, and then sort of with Krish's help, if seems okay. It seems like after the townsfolk here have realized that you are not here to save them, they kind of shuffle back into their various, houses and whatnot. And the caravan said they're gonna start cooking what supplies left and inviting what townsfolk are left to kind of enjoy that.
Having herbalism lore and being an expert in nature, are there any type of vegetation around that could be used as a source of food or water?
Okay.
Or is it just all dead?
Is that what you want to do instead of
Yeah.
gather information? Absolutely. Yeah, the land of Belkzen is sparse scrubland for the most part, but you could probably go out and find something edible that hasn't
Okay,
already been
yeah.
scavenged. I'll just ask you for survival,
Survival.
and then
Can I help with that?
do you want to help with that or go gather information?
That's okay.
Mm,
You can. I'll have pork with me.
okay.
Oh yeah,
You
he'll
know,
find
since he's a. We're gonna make him a tracker. Hopefully.
it. Oh, mama, 30. That's a great success. I will say you could easily supplement the meal that is being prepared with some fresh tubers and like vegetation, moss that's edible, that you find.
Okay.
You just go around to the various places. While you were searching, let me see. Would you say you just go into the wilderness to search, or do you keep towards the town? Because I think
Probably.
some of the in order to not suffer the risk of boredom, Hein might accompany you, and maybe you guys can go hunt something
Okay. Yeah.
that they can
I'm
use
down for that.
to cook up tonight.
Yeah. Definitely not. I mean, I wouldn't want to get like too far away.
Yeah, I think
Um,
that's why she's going with you too.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
All right, you guys are able to hunt. I imagine I started to think about just some antelope, deer, something. Some game animal. You find some game animal that's native to Belkzen that I didn't think of, and then you bring that back.
Oh, nice.
You guys are able to cook it up. All right. In the meantime, yeah, that was a great success. So, all right, Dale. Do you just go searching for supplies on your own?
Yeah, I think I'll go kind of ask around and try to figure out what the deal is with everything around here and see who will talk to me and make sure I utilize my Orc-headed nature.
All right. So you wander around Ossogard for a bit, and it's quieter than it should be. You drift towards the heavy smell of wood smoke. You see a half-collapsed smithy. Offers rough shelter to a clutch of local orcs. The orcs are sitting around in patched cloaks. They huddle against a struggling fire. They murmur some low voices. As you approach, there's a matronly orc glares up at you, stirring a cracked clay pot with a dagger. Is what you want?
Hey, I'm just trying to see what's going on around here. I mean, you guys know there's, some like a horde of zombies coming this way.
We know that, but they won't let us at the keep.
I mean, why? That
They
don't make
said-
no sense.
Yeah, they told us to go and gather and hunt for them. Well, and then if you bring back food, they will let you in. But I have not seen them let anyone in. Go ahead and give me a diplomacy check.
Oh, well, that's definitely not me. Um, I'm untrained in it. Can I use like? I can't think of anything else. We'll just go with it.
Let's see, 11. The orcs kind of shake their heads at you, and they say, "Best mind your own before the dead catch your scent come for you." They give you grim stares and silence.
Hmm.
Let's see.
I mean, why is it that they don't let you guys in there?
Hold on a second. Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to ask you for a check yet. We'll just roll with it. No, they explained just a few days ago. Kozard, their leader, asked most of the able-bodied orcs and the warriors to come into the keep, and then they shut the gates. And anyone who came by, pretty much asking why, was told to go get reinforcements and prepare in a very vague manner. They have no idea why they won't let them into the keep.
I mean, have you folks done any preparing, I guess, in that case?
She kind of motions to most of the village where you see there are a lot of empty houses. A lot of orcs have the survival instinct that when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Like most people packed up and left already.
Yeah. Hmm.
One of them kind of does a gruff murmur. Let's see. Said he heard that the soldiers don't like Khazard's new orders.
Who is this Khazard fella? Has he been around for a while, or what?
He's the leader of Cleft Head Hold, the Drover.
How long has he been the leader for?
As long as they've been members.
Huh.
They used to be a nomadic tribe, but they've settled at this keep. This is one of the only defensible locations on the east side of Belkzen here, near the border of Ustalav. He was put in charge at some point, whether by Ardax or another. No, it was actually Graskell Death appointed him as the leader of this hold and asked him to maintain this keep.
I mean, why does he get put in charge? And I'm gonna kind of look at her and like, is he like the husband of one of Grask's daughters or something, or how did he? You know anything about why he ended up in this place?
They do not.
Okay.
They shrug at that question. They don't know.
All right, well,
There was a visitor from Ustalav a few days ago.
oh yeah, what does this visitor look like?
He was
You
a
remember?
human. He was in a covered wagon.
Human, huh?
He arrived several days before the undead appeared. He was welcomed into the keep and wasn't seen again.
You didn't get a good look at him, did you?
Well, they threw his corpse off the balcony at the desperate folks trying to get in.
You said they threw his corpse off the balcony?
Yep,
Wow.
that is a doornail.
Huh. Imagine that. I wonder what he said. All right, well. Does it seem just completely hopeless for these people? Like,
No, they are orcs. They're pretty tough. I mean, they'll probably fight if they have to. They just, they would like the protection of their fellow warriors to, assist them in battle should that horde come through. I mean, it seems like they know a little bit about the undead horde, but probably not about the big horde that was chasing you guys. So
Yeah. Can this balcony they threw this fella off of? You wouldn't know where that balcony is. Is it over there inside the keep, or did it like
outside?
Oh, outside? You wouldn't happen to know, maybe point me towards that old body, would you?
They point you towards where they saw him thrown from the ledge.
All right, well, I'm gonna tip my hat to her, and I wish you the best, and hopefully we can get you some warriors out here to help you fight, because we've seen these things and it don't look like it's gonna be good.
Okay, yeah. You walk off with your. Do you have spurs on your boots?
I don't, but I should probably get some.
Okay, I was going to describe the noise you make as you walk off.
Yeah.
Anyway, a little dust kicks up. All right, Kresh, do you do anything gather information wise, or do you just kind of hang out by the caravan?
Fresh, after hearing about what's going on at the gate, he actually wants to check out the gate himself.
Oh, okay.
If that's allowed.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll go to the gate. I'll trudge
Okay.
along.
Let's see. Okay. Do you go by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I not?
No, you do whatever you think your character wants to do. I'm just asking. You go by yourself. Do you let anyone know that you're going?
Yeah, he'll tell the main group, it's like, I'm gonna go check out the gate. And he goes on, pushes off.
Okay.
Just be careful, okay?
Okay, you approach the gate. You are hailed by one of the one of the orcs atop the main gate. Let's see. Approaching the gate. Oh, my monitor turned off. Hold on. Yes. Okay, here you go. Yeah, so you were hailed by an orc at the gate. They ask what your business here is. They shout down to you.
We're with the caravan that just came in. We wanted to know the state of the keep. And if we could find safety here, or we'll just move on.
Sorry, you're a little low there.
Oh, sorry. It was like, we have food, water, and people. We were wondering if we could get entry to the keep.
He looks off to where you see the caravan from up here, and he shakes his head. We only have enough food and water for our own warriors.
Well, what if we pooled our resources?
Let's see. The guard talks to some of the other guards up there. You will not be granted entry unless Khazard says so.
Can we speak to Khazard?
I believe they are already speaking to us. So this is kind of weird because they already went off up here already.
Oh right, yeah.
So they've already had a conversation that I need to flash back to now to talk about. Before we even get to this point, where you're asking about it again. So let me think here.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's yes, I understand. Let's see.
Suffice to say
Believe.
that they don't seem keen on listening to your arguments, and
Mhm.
eventually,
Can-
there are bows drawn as incentive for you to go away.
All right. Do you trade? He blinks a bit, like he looks like flatly at them.
Do you trade? Let's say, do you trade? He says, not with the likes of you, and he says that.
I'll be seeing you later.
See you later.
Yeah, he points at him. It's like, and then he trudges back.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't think about that. I should have thought about that beforehand. We'll see what happens. Okay. Do you want to go do anything else? Do you want to sneak around?
Sure, yeah. You can sneak around, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Give me. Yeah, because you could like change your skills. You'd be good at this. So you can give me a scouting lore, a stealth check, or a perception check.
Okay.
And Dale, you can also give me if you're heading towards the keep, which is where they were pointing out, where that group was telling you, you can also give me any one of those, the stealth, perception, or scouting lore if you have it, I guess. All right, that's a pretty good check.
I don't have scouting lore, but I'll do, I guess, a perception.
Okay.
Did it roll?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it must be lagging or something. Because
Might
it
be a
did
little
not
bit.
show. Oh, it lost connection. Goes.
Oh. You got a 12.
Rip.
All right, let's see. Okay, so if you're keeping that, Dale, you see that there are many sentries kind of wandering the walls, and you spot them watching you too closely. So you decide, you kind of duck back into the streets of Ossogard to not raise suspicion, I suppose. Kresh. Let's see. From the low rise, you head off and start kind of scouting out the keep. You study the battered walls. You see that the sentries that kind of go across the walls of the keep. They move in patterns atop the parapets. On the eastern side, you find an overgrown patch of ivy that climbs suspiciously straight against the stone. Through the peering sheets of rain, you notice a sagging section near the east wall with a glint of iron amongst the vines. Let's see. As you kind of examine the thing, you find a small gate that appears to be a part of the wall, or at least it had been a gate at some point. You see that it has been destroyed. It seems to have been plugged up with garbage and is still blocked, but there's some debris and vines that you think could be removed. As you circle the corner around as you circle more around the corner of another wall, something odd catches your eye. You see a body sprawled face down in the dirt, half covered by leaves.
I go check out the body, I guess.
All right. Closer look. It appears to be a human man. His clothes are torn. You see a savage bite wound on his shoulder, and his body appears to have been drained of blood.
He looks back. All right, and you see, it looks like he was like thrown over the wall.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Good to know. And this is you said this would be an area that you could possibly climb up these vines.
No, it appears the vines were covering a section of the wall. So imagine the wall, and there was a gate at one point, but it like broke, and they like patched over it.
Oh, okay.
Imagine it almost kind of like a drain.
Mm-hmm.
Like it seems they like filled it up with trash, and there's supposed to be like a metal grate there. You think that could be removed?
Yeah, he goes to like check that out.
Okay. While you are checking that out, we'll go back to Dale very quickly as you failed your perception check to get a closer look at the. Well, just thinking better judgment, you saw the sentries were watching you, so you're like, you just started whistling and walking the other way. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Give me a second. My foundry just does not want to load.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey,
How's it going?
all good.
Yeah, it took us a while to get a table.
That's all good. Yeah, they're exploring the outside of the settlement. We were just about to cut back in to see what happened after the doors closed on you guys
shit.
in the gate.
So we haven't
Okay.
got jumped yet.
That was been making dial-up noises the whole time.
He's processing. He's got a lot on his mind already.
Yeah.
You said a survival check?
Yeah, give me a survival check or perception. Another one.
All right, we'll do perception.
Hey yo. All right. So as you kind of duck back into the town to not raise the suspicion of the sentries guarding the keep, you wind your way through some market stalls and just decide to see what's in there. You see shattered awnings that flap in the wind as you make your way down what must have been some kind of market lane at some point. Empty stands that are on their sides, their wares long gone or trampled. You see a battered cart half buried in the mud. Its contents scattered on the ground. Something gleams under the wreckage. You digging uncovers some useful items. You find some weathered tools, intact packs, and a pouch of some battered coins. You find 8 gold coins, and you find any two level 0 items. So that's just the basic adventuring equipment. So there's something you're missing. Let's see. I'm actually gonna see is ammo a level 0 item. Hold on. Because this you can basically pick what you find if you needed anything.
It says it's item 0.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe you find
That
says-
would be fortuitous.
Yeah, it would be fortuitous. Well, that's what it says here. Is it finds several level 0 items worth up to 2 gold. How much is ammo worth?
5 silver for 10, if I'm not mistaken.
5 silver for 10. All right, let's say you find 20 bullets, and then the rest is just 8 gold.
All right. So 20 bullets.
20 bullets.
And
It's like a Resident Evil game. They just appear in your HUD.
I'm
Your
down for it.
All right, and then near the back
Smash
of another
over
shattered
5
wagon.
away, found
You
the
rolled a
silver.
crit. You rolled a crit success, man. I gotta give it to you. And near the back of another shattered wagon, you discover an oilskin bag, still intact. some more assorted coins, and an upland vial of something valuable. Let's see. What is the valuable thing you find? Just a moment. It's in a different part. This one. First. Stash. No, that's not it. You find an oil of swiftness. We'll go ahead and throw it in your party stash. Or no, I'll just throw it on you. Hold on.
Sure.
Oil of swiftness. It is an uncommon item, a consumable. It's a weapon oil. It gives the weapon the benefits of a speed rune for 1 minute. And the speed rune lets you attack with a quick strike weapon. While wielding a quick strike weapon, you gain the quick condition, but can only be used to make an additional action as a strike, which is the weapon. Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what it lets you put on a weapon, and then it lets you it gives you quickened, but you can only make a strike with that weapon for a minute. So you can put on any weapon, I think. Yes, you
still a melee weapon because you still have to deal with the reload stuff on the gun.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I guess it'd be whatever the speed rune. I'm looking at a speed rune. It's like 10,000 gold. What the hell?
Might be a upgraded one. Or if it's the one that I'm thinking of, it actually gives you an whole extra attack whenever you.
Yeah,
make an
yeah,
attack.
that's what it is. Yeah.
That's been crazy.
Damn. All right, very cool. So you find some useful items, scavenging through the stalls, and Roxanne will say you just come back with your game with Hein, and you start
Yeah.
cooking up a meal for the townsfolk and the caravan, and we will cut back to Sal and Gresha as they enter the keep. Let's see. The courtyard. Okay. All right. So with the remainder of Ardax's guards that have traveled with you, Balox, Chak, Arshak, Malga, and Seagrek, as the gates of Splitskull close behind you, you find yourself in a wide stone courtyard, ringed by high curtain walls built from massive, expertly cut stones. Though weathered and chipped by age, the fortifications are solid and imposing. A cobbled path leads straight towards the keeps, to a keep. Its northern entrance. Flanked on either side are clutters of buildings. You see warehouses, barracks, workshop, some crude orc dwellings fashioned from wood, bone, and hide. You see smoke drifting up from a forge. The scent of stewing meat mingles in the wet air. You see orcs that move about with tense purpose, some tending to gear, sharpening weapons, others watching you with quiet suspicion. As soon as... Oh, go ahead.
Sal's eyeballing the stewing meat. He glances over at Gresha. He says, "Ooh, nice place they got here, huh?"
Oof. Okay. Gresha?
Surprised that they have so many inside here.
It's probably fine. I mean, they're taking in people running from the horde.
And then, let's see. As you stepped into the fortress courtyard, there's about a half dozen guards standing in formation, stone-faced and unmoving. Their armor bears the mark of cleft head hold. Their expressions hold no welcome. As the gate shuts behind you, a captain in rust-colored beard raises his hand. His voice is curt. Weapons, now.
And
Before you
Sal
can
holds his
enter,
hands up. I'm
more guards
armed.
more guards fan out behind you. Half dozen with crossbows, but ready. One of Balak's the warrior stiffens but says nothing. And after a long moment, he sets his weapon on the ground. Let's see. Is anyone? Oh, Gresha, Sal, to you. Yeah, Sal, I know you just hold your hands up and you're like, I don't have.
Yeah, he
it.
just gives a sly glare, and he says, "Oh, I wouldn't think of bringing any weapons in, you know."
Okay. Gresha.
Let me take off my Casey Jones golf bag, my butchering axe, Irish fork, my javelins.
Just playing them all down.
All right. One by one, you're disarmed. Let's see. Blades taken, even some stray daggers confiscated. The captain turns and begins walking. The drover is waiting. You're marched through the courtyard towards the entrance of the keep. Let's see. The orcs within the keep stand at silent attention, watching and waiting. You see heavy doors open up from the keep that creak open, and out steps Gresha, you recognize him. I think he was at the Tormut briefly. So probably saw you recognize him too. Just gonna throw up his art. Pay no mind to his kung fu action pose. I didn't make the art.
I think I can remember this guy.
Yeah. All right. So out step Khazard, tall and lean, beneath a tattered war cloak. Let's see. He climbs. Let's see. He climbs up, stopping to address all of you. This. Shoot. I forgot I wanted to say. This is the line. You've come far, dragging the weak behind you. Diplomats, children, bleeding warriors too tired to swing a blade. You call it a caravan? I call it a funeral procession. Ardex the White Hair is not here. But I am. This is my hold, my walls, my rules. I offer you strength, I offer you safety, I offer you a place inside Splitskull, where those with the courage to survive will write the next chapter of Belkzen under a new order, guided by wisdom and resolve, a vision. You will have a choice here. You have until sundown to decide whether you will swear your steel to me or walk back through those gates. What say you?
Oh, I like this guy, Gresha. So kind of mumbles over to her.
Yeah, Ardax's guards are all like really grumbling, and they're like, oof.
Got a good head on his shoulders, this one.
I think Gresha just face palmed when you say that.
Yeah, and you can see like some of the other orcs in the keep have kind of gathered around to see kind of what's going on.
Sal stops clapping, you know.
Start shuffling around, and
Khazard,
And
was it?
say again.
Khazard, was it?
Khazard.
Khazard. All we seek is to enter the keep for safety. What is the need to pledge allegiance? Are you
I need.
Are you trying
Go
to
ahead.
build your own alliance?
He smiles slyly at you. Not my alliance. Ardax the White Haired is weak. There is a new order coming to Belkzen, and he is not a part of it.
God damn it, Sal.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, and then Bilex, how dare you besmirch Ardax's name?
This order you speak of, does it have a name?
He kind of ponders the question. He doesn't seem like he knows what it's going to be called. Your impression is, so you've entered the keep, and essentially, there might be some bigger picture going on, but he appears to be maybe talking with someone else's words. Like maybe
Like somebody gave him,
like maybe he was reading from a script.
like somebody wrote it for him, gave him
Yeah.
pointers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
the kind of
somebody's
the
putting
vibe you get, and the guards that have come with you, they don't seem keen on saying yes. But he basically says, if you don't swear fealty to him, or he's looking for strong warriors. It's when you mention the caravan. It basically says they will not be let in. They explains that they don't have enough food or water for those weaklings. Come stay in here strong inside with me, and we will weather that approaching horde. But you guys know for a fact that if the caravan stays outside, it's going to get wiped away, more than likely, with whatever's left of the village.
It seems you still have something to work on. We will talk with the rest of our caravan. There are still warriors in it. People who are strong besides just ourselves.
Bring them. We need all of them.
Well, perfect. I'll get Grouthlin and Carr, and we can probably get Roxanne and Dale, and maybe we can probably get Crush. We'll just here we go.
We'll kind of look at the 4 guards that are with us. What's like the general vibe of them?
Oh,
It sounded like
a couple of them are seething. Probably Mauga's the only one who is like doesn't really know how to process this. They had all come here expecting, they'll just say, "Hey, we're the Ardax," and then people would listen to them, and that didn't happen. So they're a little lost on what to do next. But as Khazard says his spiel, he kind of goes off back to his keep. They kind of close the doors, and you guys are just kind of left there to kind of ponder and talk about what your next move is. And all the crowd that had gathered kind of disperses. They all kind of go off doing their own thing.
Are we in the courtyard right now?
Yeah, we're in a courtyard. I can bring you to a map, actually.
Well, I guess the next thing I was going to ask is, are we able to kind of leave the keep right now to go to the caravan to talk with the rest of our party? Or are they keeping us here?
They seem to be keeping him here. Like, they've taken your weapons. They've made you this offer. He basically said if you leave the keep, you will not be welcomed back. That's that sort of deal.
Don't worry, Gresha, I got an idea. We'll bring the rest of the caravan up here, and then we'll let Khazar there judge each one of them their strength. And if there's any he doesn't deem worthy that I like, I'll kill off one of his people, and they can take their spot.
That's an interesting thought process.
And that way, it's a 1-to-1 trade. Everyone's happy. And anyone that's too weak that I don't like, we can, leave them outside.
I had not anticipated this.
Send them somewhere else. Show there's another hole nearby. They can make it too.
Actually, no, there's definitely is not. Malga pipes up at this point and says, I will go let the caravan know what has happened. And then we'll have to figure out a way to get them inside.
Some of the weaker ones, give them knives to conceal, and they can use that to shank people that we need to replace.
There are a lot of fighters here, so
Trim them down a little bit.
ooh,
We'll
perhaps
do
you
it
could-
discreet style.
Yeah. What if you went around and asked the orcs here if they're happy with this situation? Maybe we get them on our side.
That's
Yeah,
what
we-
my thought was.
We see if they know any neighbors that are weak that we can dispatch easily. Replace with our people.
Okay.
I like the way you think, Malgan. He claps him on the shoulder. We'll get it done. You go and let the caravan know to start to send. Don't forget those knives.
I will go. And he nods to the other guards that have their weapons taken away, and they say, "Yeah, go let them know what's going on." All right. And so the rest of them will kind of say, "Malga will go off." He does not really claim allegiance to Khazard, and he is kicked out. Drag him over here. Well,
Alright. Well, I guess Gresh will start trying to talk to people, see what their thoughts are on the current state of things.
okay. There are a few locations you can go and visit. Let's see. Okay. Is there, Splitskull Keep. There's a courtyard. Okay, sorry. Believe it or not, you guys have entered into a mini game, a Pathfinder mini game called an infiltration. You guys skipped through the gate. So there, sections of the courtyard. You see that there are some barracks. There is a communal longhouse. There is an outdoor kitchen. There are some boar pens. A gibbet. Gibbet. What is a gibbet? Oh, it's like what appears to be. It appears to be some kind of cage or jail cell that is outside. That there appears to be an orc in there. Seems to have been badly beaten. Maybe he did. Maybe he said no, or you don't know. Is there any other locations you want to go in particular?
I think Gresh will start with the longhouse.
Okay.
Sal's gonna wander over the stew pot.
I knew it. All right. We will start. Let's just go for the longhouse. Okay. As you approach the longhouse, you see stone pillars etched with graffiti support this building's roof. You see a wooden lattice covered in aurochs hide, arches from the north to the south end, giving the interior the appearance of a giant tent. Windows allow a steady breeze to flow through. There's a small fire pit in the building center. There are low wicker seats surrounding several low tables made of rawhide and stone. You see about a half dozen orcs in this longhouse. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Okay. So you just go over there and then chat up some orcs, find out what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Just some basic information you find out. You find out that the garrison seemed reluctant to shut the gates and lock out their neighbors, but they followed Khazard's orders. Force defenders may put up a fight, but many might be willing to defy Khazard if he shows weakness. It's open-ended challenge. You find that some of the orcs are nervous and skeptical about Khazard's cowardly strategy. Though they'd rather be safer here than exposed to the undead that are sure to approach. Let's see.
How many people used to be here before Khazard made his interesting decision?
I'll go this. Let's see. The whole village was told to fan out, gather supplies, and get reinforcements. Are you asking how many people are inside the keep, or like in the village total?
Yeah, I guess the village first, and then now in the keep. Like how
You say it's about 100 orcs are stayed in this village. You think there are probably like 3 dozen like warriors kind of milling about that you've seen on the keep, just like doing a little head count.
And he was more than fine to kick out the rest, those that didn't meet his standard.
You found out that it was
neighbors, were they not?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You found out that it was a secret that he let in these orcs. He only told his most loyal followers and warriors about what was going to happen, and they all came into the keep and then shut the gates. And then when people came to ask why, that's when they told them to fan out and bring back. I don't know. When you think about it, it sounds like a silly plan.
That's a cowardly move. If he was going to tell them, he at least should have said it to their faces.
Okay. So you can give me. This is so discontent challenge. You can give me Belkzen lore. There's like several skills here: Belkzen lore, deception, diplomacy, orc lore, orc pantheon lore, performance, religion, society.
I'm gonna go with Belkzen.
I think this assumes that there are multiple characters here performing the same actions. That's why there's so many choices. But yeah, you can give me any one of those to
Yeah, I'll go with Belkzen lore.
give us a little so discontent.
Pretty much saying that it seems dishonorable to just turn away some of our orcs, even if they... Essentially, the whole thing just sounds stupid.
Yeah, that's fine. You just point out all the flaws in his plan.
Yep.
All orcs are warriors. Like, why wouldn't they, why would they keep some and not take others?
Nope, re-rolling that.
Ooh. And you show off your tattoo. Oh.
same thing. Nice.
Okay.
Classic hero point.
Okay.
Did we? I thought,
Classic hero point.
did we not do the +10 rule?
No, we're
I
doing
think-
keep advantage rule.
Yeah, I think the keep
Oh.
highest.
We'll keep your
Yeah.
highest and reroll.
So that should be a 15 because I don't think I can. The whole weird effect thing doesn't add the +1 to my storied skin, but yeah, it's a 15.
Okay.
But yeah,
Uh,
it's not particularly great either.
It's a failure.
Yep.
So what happens is, you make your points. A lot of orcs don't seem to listen to you. They just kind of brush you off. But it wasn't a critical failure, so nothing bad happens. Let's see.
Alright.
Let's see.
I'll move on to the next section.
Move on to the next part.
Let's pack the stick cell.
All right. Yeah. All right.
The
so-
stick.
The stick. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, it's over the stoop body who's hanging out over here.
The outdoor kitchen. All right. You see smoke. Let's see. Smoke from open roasting pits mingling with the smell of raw meat being butchered in this open air kitchen. A muscular orc sweats as he pivots between cutting boards, stew pots, fuel for the fire, and supplies. You hear him grumbling, and he seems kind of angry. Let's see.
So how's it hanging, boss? What's a fellow got to do around here to get a bowl?
Let's see. He almost throws a knife at you. Let's see. It's like, you there, get over here and start helping. Where's the rest of you?
Of course.
He heads over, starts pulling on an apron.
All right, awesome. Let's see. Yes. So, you were supposed to here this morning, peel the potatoes. What the hell are you doing?
Oh, I got held up, waylaid. It's not too easy moving around these parts these days. What with Khazard and coming in, doing his thing. What? Give me it really has been. It would be a big help if there was more people around here, huh?
You could tell that. Tell me that again. He shares his frustrations with you. He
Not
spends
necessarily.
hours. He spends hours every day making each meal.
Oh, you're the only one working here then. On
I'm
account of me
supposed
being late. Oh, that's tough.
The discipline is so bad here. Most of my assistants don't even show up.
That's no good.
Your help is appreciated.
Oh, glad to be of service.
Okay.
He's swiping in like ingredients.
We can tell you, we test this, and then we gotta test this.
All right. So you find out that this orc is Barrack, and he loves cooking. This is his favorite thing to do. You find out from him that he was let in. Let's see. He was let in because he was allowed to take shelter in the fortress in exchange for managing the meals, essentially. He cooks food, especially for Khazard. You find out that he greatly resents Khazard's order to exclude most of Ossogard from sheltering here. Second, he chafes at the tight rationing and limited ingredients that hamper his culinary artistry. And then third, worst of all, he harbors a silent grudge against Khazard for criticizing his most recent meal that he worked so hard to create and customize.
Ooh, that's no good. What'd you make them?
He's
Let me have a taste.
okay. It tastes delicious.
See, I got some buddies that just showed up that, they can appreciate fine cooking. Grothlin, one of the best cooks you'd ever meet. Eric, was it?
Aye.
He holds his hand out like an orcish handshake.
His name's Sal.
I have not seen you here before. He shakes your hands, but then as soon as he does, you see out of the corner of his eyes dart. and he sees some of the guards on the walls watching this exchange, and and he goes to shake your hand.
I'll
He
make it
stops.
discreet.
He stops us, or he make it discreet. Yeah.
Yeah, Sal like he sneezes and brings his hand up to like cover his mouth.
Yeah, and then he starts yelling at you for sneezing all over the food.
It's dander, it's pollen season, but as well, anyway,
Sal's like glancing around. He sees it. Like, how is this fortress laid out? Like the entire time he's hanging out with Barrick, he's
I have a whole map for you. I can take you over there real quick. I'm just trying to see how I get the.
Mostly, he's just kind of taking note of guard positions, how well supplied each of the guards is. If it seems like they're concentrating forces in any one particular area, Kazara seems like the paranoid type that might be shoring up mostly his area.
Yeah, there seems to be a main keep, the main keep tower in the back, where you saw Kazard go off to. The doors were tightly closed behind him. There appears to be a guard out front of there all the time. You see along the walls there are several patrols that kind of go along. In the there's several buildings. Like the cooking place you're in is actually like in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Imagine that the keep is to the north. You're in the center. To the east is the longhouse that Gresha went off to, and the northwest there are some boar pens, and then on the left side there's just barracks. So there's a main courtyard where Kazard made his proclamation. There's also the gibbet. Oh, and he also tells you, since he thinks you're new around here, to watch out for the sinkhole on the western side.
Ooh, the sinkhole.
Says it leads down to the catacombs.
Oh, the catacombs.
You don't want to get caught down there.
Don't want to be getting caught in the catacombs, definitely.
All right, so that all happens over the course of you kind of helping this dude out. He seems to be, still need some help. He actually asks if you'll go and find the assistants that were supposed to help him today.
I can find you some assistance, of course.
Mm-hmm. And if you just want to go grab Gresha, then maybe you two just work on it. That'll probably suffice too. He seems like he's asking you to go beat up some orcs to get their asses in gear and get over here help in the kitchen.
Perfect.
Okay. Let's.
Yeah, you'll go find Gresha.
All right. So I assume that's after you come out of there, Gresha. You can catch up with Sal, let him know your attempt at sowing discontent didn't go over very well, but there's still time.
He hands you a bowl of stew, Gresha.
Hey.
They'll eat it.
You knife anybody?
Comes close.
We need to start that in the herds. Oh, I forgot. And he goes ahead and he reaches into holds his hand. He holds his hand out as he's handing you the. I guess as he takes the bowl back from you as you finish eating, he'll flash forage under the bowl, and he'll force a dagger into your hand. Just hold on to that for me, will you?
Gladly. Some of the orcs here are cowards.
Perfect. We need find the weak ones, the sickly ones. Maybe one's got a bad eye or a limp, and it's a high wall. If they were to trip. Oh, I heard. Oh, good news! I heard there's a sinkhole leads right down into the catacombs. Good place to hide bodies, Gresha.
Does it lead outside?
Oh, I forgot to ask. I was thinking more.
No, it does not. As you think it, the way you see it and the way it was explained to you, you intuit that might be a way into the keep.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, the catacomb leads into the keep.
It doesn't lead outside.
It doesn't lead outside the walls though.
It doesn't lead outside the walls. No. Well, it might, but you don't know. They just warned you not to go actually stepping over there because you might fall into it and die, or
I was going to go check out the jail. Seems they may have someone who doesn't see the Khazar's way. See if they know anything.
Good call.
Damn.
You already went and talked to some of the warriors?
Like I said, cowards.
He says, well, I'm going to go talk to the gate guards.
Alright. See you in a bit.
Yep. He heads out. He says, as he's walking away, you hear him mumble. He's like, first, I got to go refill my bowl, though. Head back towards the kitchen.
All right. And as you guys think about next week, we'll cut back to the folks outside the keep. So some time has passed. You guys were setting up kind of a communal meal for some of the villagers to come and enjoy with y'all. By the time, like Dale, you make your way back, Crash, you make your way back after doing your scouting, and that's when you see Mauga coming down the hill away from the keep towards you, and kind of a hurried, worried expression on his face. He comes up to you, assuming you guys all kind of make it back at a similar time. He'll come up and say, let's see. Guys, we got a big problem.
Can I tremor signs him and maybe say, like, let's not startle anyone?
Okay, sure. Oh, I mean, you guys are just fine. We're gonna get the whole caravan in there soon, guys. You guys just hang out. Claps his hands, points to the thing, and then I guess
And
heads
then-
over. Do you tremor sign
I'll-
everyone else? Like,
I'll
secret team
tremor
meeting. Let's go.
signs. Yeah, maybe like Dale, one for Dale, like
Mhm.
maybe meet him in private, and then send the same thing to Crash, and I'll stay behind and continue serving the food for the caravan.
Sure. All right. So we got Crash, Dale, and Mauga. All right. So, this is what happened. We went up there. We told them Ardax was expecting us to come and seek shelter here. They let us in. Then they shut the gates behind us. They took all of our weapons and gave us two choices: bend the knee to him, or die outside when the horde comes. I left so I could let everyone know. They stayed. I think they're still inside. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'll shoot him myself if you don't let these people in here.
There's a
They
lot.
for sure.
There's a
they
lot
gonna die.
of players. Well,
What good is being a leader? You ain't got nobody to lead. I mean, these people rely on a lot of these warriors in there.
I don't disagree with you, Dale. I just don't want to see anyone else die.
Well, I reckon maybe only one person needs to.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You know,
I left the other Balaks and Chalk and Seagrex. They said they were going to kind of feel out the situation. Maybe they could let us in at night or something like that. Sneaky.
I mean, I don't see where everybody's the same way this fella thinks. And maybe we just might need to have a real hard conversation with him. But how many people are out here, would you say, like, that are stuck outside the walls?
You think everyone, including your caravan, which had about like 30, 40 people in it? You think you've probably seen about 24 villagers, so right around 50, 60 orcs and humans and the merchants and the diplomats. Like, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
We need to find a way in.
I mean, how impregnable is this here fortress? I mean, it can't be that. It looks pretty sturdy, but
If we had some ropes, we could climb the walls.
I don't think. I mean, not all these folks out here are gonna be climbing walls. I mean, I was talking to some lady earlier. You know, she was old as can be. I think we just. I don't know. I hate doing it the sly way because I mean, I feel like we're gonna have to come to an agreement with this gentleman anyways. 'Cause, you know, he just wakes up and there's about 50 to 60 new orcs just sitting in there. He might have a problem with it, and then we might be dealing with this problem inside the old fortress. But you know, I'm ready for it. I think I'll have to deal with it sooner or later because I know I'm not gonna leave these folks out here to die to this horde of zombies coming. Cause that ain't right. I don't. That I'd sleep well.
Amalga just looks at you in awe, like, this is the leaders that we need. He's very inspired by your work. Kresh, do you have anything to add or say? Maybe he was late. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's muted. Kresh kind of thinks to himself and kind of grumbles. It's like, our orc politics always so stupid. Like, he looks at everybody, like, at least in the Rooksy, you know, our biggest in charge, humans, richest in charge. Yeah, as he came back, yeah.
I don't know if Rookson. I mean, Zard said a lot of bad things about Ardax. Ardax is a good leader.
I
No
understand.
idea why they would betray him in this way. Nothing good could come from this. But our main problem, we need to get these folks inside there. So we need to figure out a way to...
I did some scouting, and I tell him all the stuff that I found when I was scouting.
Oh, maybe we could sneak in there at night. Well, what if we could... Well, you guys stand out, though. There's only orcs in there. But you're very sneaky. You could do it.
Oh, alright. He thinks, like, he goes into his, like, you know, patented, like, cross-legged thinking position.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like, fine. So I sneak in, then what? I'm not a big plans guy.
Well, maybe you can come with a better plan when you guys are all back together. We can share information.
Yeah, I guess I should wait.
Okay. And then we'll cut back to inside, or you know, you guys coming up with the plan. They're doing a plan inside right now. All right. So Sal and Gresha, you go off to where was it?
Sure was heading in the direction of the barracks, but then wants to check out the jail.
Let's check out the. Okay. Let's see. Alrighty. Gibbet. Gibbet. There's a gibbet. Wizard. What the heck is it? One moment, sorry. Splitskull. Gibbet. Okay. So you kind of just like wander over. No one seems to pay you much mind. It seems like this orc has been left to their own devices. You come over to the kind of the western side of the keep, past the barracks, and you find you see a pair of chains bolted to the wall and suspends this large iron cage about 10 feet off the ground. They seem to be, just kind of hanging out in there. Let's see. He seems to be unconscious at the moment. Seems he's badly beaten, a bunch of scars, black eye, sort of breathing heavy.
You said it's 10 feet suspended in the air?
Yeah, it's bolted to the side of the wall, kind of hanging.
I don't know if there's like an air piece of wood or something. If not, I'll
Yeah.
just grab
You
the
just
rock.
want to throw a little rock and see if he wakes up?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Yeah, absolutely. You don't need to make a check for that. It's okay. All right. So you kind of throw a rock at the cage. It kind of shakes a little bit. You almost wakes up. Looks over at you.
What happened to you?
You gotta spit some blood out. I tried to talk to Khazard. I tried to reason with him. Told him that this wasn't right. And so I am here. Who are you?
Gresham.
What is...
Gresham got spear with the caravan that was at the torrent moot.
I know not. I have no knowledge of a caravan.
Just
I am
arrived
from
there.
Ossogard. I am Dox.
Dogs. Did it seem?
Keep quiet, Cornwall. Wait. The guards are looking. Kind of pull off. You pull off onto the shadows. Kind of lean up. You hear the guards walking overhead, and then they eventually pass. And then you can go ahead with what you're gonna say next. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh no, you're good.
Mhm.
Did it seem like anyone else was interested in what you had to say?
I think they were. They were just too afraid to say so. No one stood up for me when Khazard brought his maul down. If you can help me down, I can help you. I can help you sneak into the gate.
What else do you know about this keep? There was mention of catacombs.
Oh, there are catacombs beneath. They are haunted. No one goes down there. There was a great wyvern showed up with a member of the Wing Ripper clan. I do not know their name. They spoke with Khazard. Yeah, you definitely saw that wyvern take off.
As I was like circling around the.
Also, yeah, Sal, there was a big wyvern that came out of the top of the keep and flew off to go hunting earlier. You know, as you guys were coming in, that's like what the other folks saw
Oh,
when
sick.
we were switching back and forth. You ought to watch out for his Cyclops companion too. She's a mean one.
Cyclops.
One eye.
How did one of those get here?
He just sighs. I think it's his advisor.
I don't remember him having a Cyclops at the Torrent Moot.
No, that definitely was no Cyclops.
Yeah.
He was there with some of his boys. They were
Yeah.
kind of scoping out, and then they kind of left in a cool way before the party was over.
If I recall correctly, isn't this the same dude that Crush got in the fight with?
Yes. Yeah, so he kind of dishes with you every once in a while. You know, the guards walk by, you kind of duck into the shadows, so you're not seen. But he explains if you help him, he can help get you inside the keep if that's where you want to go. As you kind of I don't know, I assume you kind of explain why you're here and what you're doing.
Yeah. The
Okay.
caravan that was at the Torrent Moot that was trying to escape from the undead horde. I'm going to continue getting some information. Later
Yeah.
tonight, one of my friends, he knows his way with metal. Maybe we can get you out of there a little bit quietly.
They will notice. It would be too risky. You should wait until.
Do it at night.
Go ahead.
We'll come back.
They will
at
notice.
night,
They will notice I'm gone.
then we'll have to move fast.
He kind of nods.
Continue resting. We'll be back later.
All right.
And Gresha will continue walking around the area.
Okay. Yeah, you see the guards like keep kind of walking back and forth across the walls. You see the walls have like arrow slits and such. Let's see.
Back over the cell.
Okay. What you up to, Sal? Just
Yeah,
wandering
Sal,
around some more?
he refills his soup and then he heads over to the gatehouse.
To the gatehouse. Okay.
He starts leaning against the wall near some guards. He just lets out a heavy sigh. He says, "Ah."
Okay. All right. I see where
So
you're
he
going.
keeps letting out sighs until the guards come over or accost him.
Or, yeah.
Ugh.
Another guard seems to get done from his shift, and he kind of sits down next to you.
He says,
What a day, boy!
Yeah,
Oh
he says,
boy.
"No kidding. Undead as far as the eye can see, huh?"
I hope not.
And Khazar, what do you think of Khazar's plan for dealing with these undead? You think it's a good idea to leave all those orcs sitting outside ready to turn into undead? It's gonna double the amount of undead.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna leave when they become undead. They're just gonna want to stay here. And another thing, this Khazar guy, what do we really think he's doing in that keep of his?
He's probably
No.
petting his pet boar. He loves his pet boar.
Oh, well,
He likes it more than us.
yeah. Well,
I would like a nice bed to sleep in. If I was a boar. You know.
yeah, think about it. He's in there, in his keep, and we're all out here. Doesn't seem fair, does it?
No. No, it doesn't.
And he's always talking. I mean, don't get me wrong. That speech earlier, fantastic. But he's talking about being a strong guy, and
being strong for the hold here, but he's all in there. He's in that keep. Hard to keep an eye on things when you're in the keep. Hard to say what he's doing.
I asked if they would let my mom in, and they said no.
Well, that's just not right.
All right, so go. You can go ahead and give me a
Mother's Day
you
too.
on
Sal's
on Mother's.
yeah.
Oh no!
As Sal's talking to this guy, he's like looking him up and down. He's debating whether or not he could kill him quietly.
Oh, definitely. Okay. Well, okay. There's two things you can do here. You can subdue guards, or you can spread terror.
No, as long as once he hears the guy starts being amenable, then he switches over. He's like, all right. He starts looking for other guards. But yeah, I'm gonna sue discontent.
Okay, you give me an intimidation to see if what you said resonates with them and it spreads. Because you're describing it from the angle of like when that fucking horde shows up, it's gonna be really bad.
And he says, "Oh, here, I'll fucking hero point that." Jeez,
Okay.
Louise, hero points. Okay, well, he flexes his muscles. He does
That's
it.
exactly what you needed. Yeah, that's DC 19 actually. You're good.
I have my intimidating prowess.
Yeah, you get good storytelling. You explain how unfair it is. He's like, yeah, you know what? Is the orc shaking his head? He walks off. A changed man.
All right, now he goes to
You're
find
looking for some
other
more
guards.
Okay,
He does,
sure.
yeah.
All right, so yeah.
Any ones that don't seem amenable or that seem weak enough, he just quietly kills them.
Okay, sure. All right, there is a thing for this. So,
Causing terror.
no, that was spread terror, which did. There's subdue guards as well.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to subdue some guards.
All right. Let's see.
Permanently.
Without raising alarm. All right. Region push much responsible. You said wonderful. It's work. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So they're describing this as actually a fight that you would get into, but we're just gonna roll some checks for it.
Because he's obviously unarmed.
Yeah, obviously. All right. Do you have
Just a little guy.
So how do you go about it? You just kind of mosey on up to guards that are just kind of
Well, if
hanging
any
out
of
by
them seem like
themselves?
zealots, they're like, yeah, I fucking love Kazar. He's a cool guy. I think it's awesome that he doesn't let anybody in here except us.
Oh, okay.
And if that combined with if they seem like they're weak enough that Sal could take them easily, he would try and kill them.
Okay. I'm just gonna say we're not gonna roll checks for this because I don't know. It's like you just roll checks all day.
This is his side plan.
Yeah, this is like this at the overall. This is gonna help you towards the main goal here because there is I do have like this.
He's
number in the
working.
background.
He's
Yeah,
working multiple angles here. We're so
you're working on
discontent, but he's also, trimming down the numbers, so it's more likely Kazar would want to bring people in.
Yes. All right. All right. Let's. Okay, so Gresham went over to talk to the guy in the cage. That's good. Sal's doing his best. Metal Gear
He's doing his
Solid.
best.
Metal Gear Solid. You just leave. One of the scenes is you just leave your bowl of your stew just out. It's just steaming, tantalizingly on a windowsill.
Yeah, he waits. Then as the guy comes over, he like Assassin's Creed leaps on him,
Grabs him, pulls him in a push.
forms a blade, and just.
Hell yeah! All right. Back
Where's
outside.
that pit?
Oh, the pit. Okay. You take him over to the sinkhole.
Yep.
Okay, sure. All right. So let's say you'll get like over the course of a couple hours, you start working towards this goal here. You get like you'll subdue 3 guards, and you notice as you're kind of going around here, like there's a lot of different kinds of orcs here. They don't seem to all like know each other. There isn't like a really solid cohesion here in this mustering of orcs.
All right.
And you take advantage of that.
Yeah, he finds 3 loyalists. They get put him in the pit. And he goes
Right.
and he's tired. He goes and finds Gresha.
I want to say you might even get Gresha's help in this too.
Maybe like at one point, like so you walk around a corner and Sal's like choking this dude out, like stabbing him in the chest a whole bunch. He turns around, he's like, ah shit, oh Gresha, it's you. Good. Here, Cover this guy's arm. Grab this guy's arm. He's struggling. I misjudged him. Here, grab him.
Walk over. Take the knife that
Right.
Sal gave. Just got the guy.
Crack.
There we go.
Crack his neck.
I was trying to get him there. He's just a squirmy guy. Well,
Really, Sal?
how many did you get? This is number 3 here.
I haven't started stabbing yet.
We don't have all day, Grisha. Horde's gonna get here eventually. We gotta thin these ranks. Get our people in. Look.
Look,
Went to the
it
pit.
seems like some of them are still on the fence or not for whatever Kazar is saying. It's just they
Yeah, that's
don't
the
wanna
beauty of
get-
it.
They don't want to get mixed in with him.
I've been talking to him, and let him know Kazar. He's kind of a bitch.
Yeah, but it seems he has at least some people.
Yeah,
he's made
minus
friends
3.
with. Well,
You look at. Yeah, there's definitely some. Sorry, go ahead, Gresha.
That second guy was a little iffy, but he was rubbing me the wrong way, honestly.
You see, as you're like chatting about this, and like cuts over to like the front door of the keep, and you see fucking this guy, and you're like,
yeah, some of this loyalist. But we may have to be careful. That Drake either belongs to one of the Wind Riders?
Wing Ripper,
Wait.
Ooh.
Wing Ripper.
Oh, Wing Rippers.
Pardon.
It seems they may have reached out to Kazar. Also, he has a Cyclops with him.
Oh, that's no good. Cyclops a real pain in the ass to kill.
Yeah, and he has a favorite pet boar.
He does have a boar. I'd like to have a pet boar. Car loves animals.
We have pork. We just got pork.
Yeah, and pork needs a friend. I don't know. Trying to teach Car responsibility. Part of that comes with trying to keep something alive when it tries to, kill itself.
You're having as the guy beneath he's just starting his life
Yeah,
his body. You're wiping
a-
off the blood from your knife.
He's rolling him up in a sack to carry him. Yeah.
And you throw him down the sinkhole. And you just see
Dude.
slowly get sucked up by the earth.
These things are important, Grisha. You're gonna need to know these things someday when you have little ones of your own running around. Little blue orc children.
Are you really trying to give me the conflict now?
I'm just letting you know. There's priorities in life you need to figure out, Grisha. Important to start a family.
Well, there's not going to be much family if we can't get this caravan inside. There was one that
Yeah,
was
especially-
locked up. Maybe we can enlist
Oh.
some of his help. He did say
Oh, was
the
that the-
catacombs were haunted, though.
Oh, for sure. All the undead shit going on, catacombs under the city or under the hold. Gotta have undead. And there might be 3. You know what? There might be 3 more down there. as he kicks the body into the pit.
You're like, oh shit! Wait a minute.
Do you know where
Well-
the sinkhole leads to?
Catacomb.
Catacombs.
Don't worry, Gretcha. That's a problem for future us.
You mean us in a few hours?
Yep. After I finish, we'll throw him somewhere else before we, I don't know.
All right, we'll cut from you guys. Subduing guards, tossing them in pits to the other group where you guys have come up with a plan. You guys fill Roxanne in eventually, I assume, with everything that's going on. I know you've listened the whole time, so
Yeah. Did
what do you guys
just
think?
clarify? Did Sal kill one of the guards that was talking about how his mama was outside?
No.
No,
that's
he
not-
left that one. He left that one. He wanted to go.
He was
wanted to go for
sizing
the
them
more
up.
loyal person.
Oh,
Loyal.
okay.
Exactly. He was talking to the guards and the ones that were amenable to a change in leadership. He left alone.
Yeah.
Just imagine Roxanne like, my son is up there. This is a guard. He said that he would talk.
Yeah, the woman who's talking is literally the
I'm
one
so
that was yelling at
proud of
Dale
him.
earlier.
No, he's just
No, I
killing the
couldn't get
loyalists.
inside. He got inside.
He's a good boy.
Good cut over the sound of shaking the dude in the neck.
Yeah, after Roxanne finishes serving, take Pork to wherever these lads are and kind of get filled in on the information that they have. What did you guys get up to earlier, Dale and Grish? What were you guys doing?
I mean, I just took a look around. I was just kind of seeing what. I mean, I found some stuff. Like I found these like bullets and a couple. That's like cool little potion right here. Dale pull it out, kind of show her like. But like, you know, I was talking to that one fella, talking about how they won't gonna let none of these folks in here, and you know, I was thinking to myself that I might have to take old Jezebel and Wild Bill for a walk, up to the old.
How far is the keep from where we are? How many feet?
How many feet?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, 150 feet. Because the entrance is actually on this side. It's on the way facing away from you. Sorry, over here. So it kind of, there's like a hill that kind of goes up there. So it kind of like wraps around, and that's kind of the front of the keep.
I don't know if you guys want to take like a tiny little stroll to get a bit closer to the keep, and maybe I can try and reach out to Gresha with tremor signs.
Oh.
It's 120 feet range, and like ask her, is everything okay?
Oh. Hold on. Let me just look at my measurement tool real quick. Yeah, you'd have to definitely get to the wall. Let's see. The widest part of the keep is about a full 200 feet across.
Right.
So as long as you got up in, like, right up on the wall, you could get a certain... You could get a distance. It would probably be... Yeah. Well, Gresh had found out about that kind of hidden like Sally. In the book, they call it a Sally port. Just like it's like a cave that they kind of blocked off with grading, and vines had kind of overgrown there. You
Is
think
that like a spot we can sneak in?
Yeah, maybe. Gresh think he could remove it. The problem is the guards kind of walking back and forth over the walls. But maybe if there was a distraction or something.
I mean, I might be able to provide a distraction.
What do you think you got in mind there?
Can I call Malka over?
Yeah.
And then I'll look at Malcolm like, hey man, me and you we're gonna get into a little bit, and I'm gonna kind of fire a round off towards you, just to kind of get all these fellas' attention, make a little bit of noise. I promise I won't hurt you too bad. You know what I mean?
Well, let's not hurt him at all. Yeah.
What?
I mean, you don't want.
I wasn't gonna hurt him. I just joke.
Okay, and also you don't want to get shot by them up there too, you know?
I mean, I guess we'll just go over there. We'll start hooting and hollering and stuff, and maybe I'll let old Jezebel sing a couple times.
They aren't gonna let me back in. They said if you leave, there's no coming back.
Hey, you know what? You just let us worry about that.
I think they will attack us if we towards the gate.
Well, then maybe I'll let Wild Bill talk to him, and he'll talk some sense into him.
Well, we don't need to go to the gate, right? Like we're trying to go to where Crash found like a hole that we can try and sneak into.
I know. I was gonna drive them to the gate though.
Okay.
Just maybe hoot and holler a little bit.
Do you
And,
think the people in the back of the keep would leave their post to go to the front of keep?
I mean, maybe they start hearing old Wild Bill and Jezebel singing.
I just
Maybe.
don't want
You
you to
guys
get
can you guys
caught.
can do whatever plan you want. Just gotta let me know what it is. if Dale wants to go up to the front and start shooting his guns and just get their attention.
Well, why don't we see? We can go closer. Let me try and get in contact with Grisha and see if how things are going.
All right.
First, because I don't want to cause a ruckus and then they're in there, and what if they end up getting hurt because of
There's
what
a
we're
lot
doing?
of warriors in there.
Yeah.
Like, how many is a lot?
Oh, he starts counting on his fingers. He stops after like 3 sets of 10,
30?
about 30.
Okay.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah, we don't want to put them in danger.
But I mean, are
Where's-
we sure all 30 of them like this fella? Seems to me like Michael was saying, I don't think all these fellas like this old boss man in charge.
That's what's true. I've talked to some folks out here. Said the same thing.
Is it the orc way to like break allegiances that quickly though? Would they, if they saw somebody stronger, they would just
They would probably
Try.
follow them.
okay.
You could challenge him.
Me? No. I feel like maybe that's like a Grisha or Sale thing. Or Krish.
Orcs will respect the 1v1.
Yeah, definitely. I don't like getting hit in the face. So.
Yeah, you don't think it'll go over. Or you may not even accept the challenge, but then he would be a coward to not accept the challenge.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, Crash, you definitely think you could help Roxanne sneak up to where you found that area. Do you want to go try that first?
Sure. Yeah. Crash.
I won't take anything at all. Like, you're an expert in rubble, was it?
Underbrush, but
Underbrush and rubble? That's exactly this locale. All right. So
I have
you
mountain lore.
It's not much of a mountain. It's more of a hill, but yeah, it's just a scaled down mountain. Yeah, sure. That's not. Yeah, you guys make it to the kind of port on the side, and yeah, I will let you. I imagine at some point, because you could just keep casting the spell to kind of send out the message until it reached its target. I think eventually, as Sal and Gresher are doing their montage of going through the, getting what orcs they can, and subduing them. You could definitely get a message out to Gresha or Sal with tremor signs.
Yeah, you'll just feel a vibration in your brain. Everything okay? To Grisha?
Yes, it's a trembling through the earth that rises up through your foot. You understand it as language.
Do we have to like tap to respond? And there's a little.
Well, I'll send it. I'll send it.
Yeah, post it up.
So it's like simple sentences.
Maybe just keep casting it though.
Bet it feels like when your foot falls asleep.
It's like Morse code through like, the fuzz.
Just tingles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just need to be connected on the same patch of earth. Impart a clear meaning. Reaction.
Response as a reaction or a reaction. Okay. So it seems like whatever can be fit within like 6 seconds. It seems like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot like Morse code. Just
Okay. Gresha will respond with.
You could just say whatever you want
Yeah,
through it.
many-
I don't mind. Like,
Not to be like exact, but essentially it's like many warriors inside. Not all follow Khazard. Catacombs may lead into keep, but are haunted. Anything you want to add, Sal?
Yeah, let her know there might be undead down there. 4 more, actually, at this point.
You're in the middle of choking another one out.
He's going in the pit. I don't know what to tell you. I tried to find another spot. It's the best place.
that's the best spot.
Catacombs and undead, maybe haunted.
Yeah,
and
so yeah,
undead.
we could lay it all out here as you guys have kind of worked together and you guys have reconnected, so you guys can share your information.
Yeah.
This hole looks like it leads to where in the keep?
So imagine there's the keep, there's the walls, there's the keep, and on the north side of it, there is a hole inside the walls of the keep that apparently leads to a catacombs that go underneath the keep.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
This hole does not go to outside the keep, as far as you're aware. There is Khazard. There are his most loyal people, probably inside the keep. There is some kind of wyvern flying around. There is a cyclops.
Cyclops.
You do not know how much time you guys have until the horde of the undead that was chasing you actually arrives. You know you made good time when you took the initiative and took out their kind of hunters that were tracking you. It's getting towards the end of this day. What else is there?
Yeah, wrap this up during the night, and get some new management going. What about
Can
that? Okay, good.
Can I send a message saying you can challenge him?
We could challenge him.
You could challenge him. Yeah.
Can Sal do can I do like a recall knowledge on like this guy as we were watching his speech? He was paying close attention. It was a good speech.
Yeah, so you orcs challenge each other all the time, usually to a crowd. Is your question whether you think he would accept such a challenge?
No, it was more to size him up.
Sal
knows, Sal knows
he-
like if he accepts the challenge, then he would fight him. But if he doesn't accept the challenge, he's a wuss. He'd lose his status.
Oh yeah, essentially, yeah. That much is obvious.
What he's wanting to know is like he's trying to.
You want to recall knowledge about him? Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Go for it. Yeah.
All right, I want it to be hidden. Does Sal think he can take him? What does Sal think the approximate level of this guy is?
His level, he's level 6.
Ooh.
Gresha, you also had some good size up. You actually rolled really well. You can ask me 2 things about him if you want.
Okay, so
and Sal, you would know you were level 5, so a whole level above you would probably be a pretty tough challenge to 1v1.
He's like scratching his chin. He's like,
You saw you got that big skewer maul wasn't just for show.
Challenge him to mud wrestling, then shank him in the throat. Could work.
He had some really good points. I mean, I'm saying maybe we should hear him out.
Yeah, tell him the speech was pretty good. Probably one of the better ones that I've heard recently. Ardax doesn't give a good speech.
Yeah, because you think he does have a way with words. You think, I don't know, he had some training or something.
What's this guy's weakest save?
What's his weakest save? Is fortitude.
Wow, he is a wuss.
That's an interesting one. Okay, and then
Yeah.
does he have any special abilities?
Does he have any special abilities? Yeah, he is. As he was giving his speech, he has a way with words that can get into your head.
That's weird. Okay.
Like he'll just keep talking at you, and eventually he'll get through with whatever argument he's trying to make.
You know that dead person that fell out the back of they kicked off the side. Did we ever
Mhm.
investigate that person fully?
Yeah, Kresh found his corpse. What was the thing about it, Kresh? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was drained of blood.
Well, that's interesting. Is that something orcs do commonly? I mean, that seems strange. Or right? No. I mean, I don't know. I'm not
from around these
I'm not
parts.
from around here.
I
Didn't
mean,
even
that
go
seems
here.
awfully weird. Maybe we ought to press that predicament with the locals that this gentleman just happens to walk up, a couple days ago, and the zombie horde starts, and now this gentleman just got tossed off the balcony.
Yeah, so from the story you heard, it was a human man that came in on a fancy wagon, went into the keep, and then was later found being thrown off the keep in a husk of themselves.
It's normal to throw humans off the top of the keep, but the weird thing is that
it's our favorite pastime. Is see how far
yeah.
we can throw them.
he didn't splat when he hit the ground. He was all sucked dry of fluid,
Yep.
like a piece of jerky.
When you looked at the body crash, did it have like any puncture wounds and any bites, or was it just intact but looked drained?
I think it had some bite marks, yes.
Some bite marks. Okay. Do you think you can show me the body?
Sure. Yeah, you guys are kind of nearby. Go show the
Yeah,
body.
he walks over to the body where he found it.
Okay. Yeah,
Can
you kind of watch the kind of guards patrol the wall as you wait for a second. You're like, go, go, and then you head over to where you found the body. You can actually take the body away if you wanted to.
Okay, yeah.
You just want to get it away. All right.
Let's take it,
do
and
it.
then
You
we can
steered it
fully
away.
examine it.
Yeah,
Alright.
Crush kind of just carries like a sack then.
Can I examine the body?
Yeah, give me a medicine check. Oh.
I'll re-roll that. Roll that.
You don't have to. I can tell you funny stuff.
No.
All right.
This looks like an orc.
This is an orc definitely bit this guy. An orc that was
Normal
riding
guy.
an elephant with a long proboscis.
You
So
think
the
he had
weird
gout.
orc that has pale white skin and like no tusk. Huh, weird. They come in different colors every day.
Yeah, and you examine. You actually get a bit more about it too. This is a human traveling from Ustalav. You kind of put that together with the markings as clothing. Yeah, two puncture wounds in the neck. Blood came out of there.
Punctures.
And
Do they look?
you guys can
like-
use whatever meta knowledge you want.
Yeah. Do they
You
look
kind of
like
go to the next step of this puzzle.
human size? Maybe it's a vampire or something.
I don't know.
Can I go through my knowledge base of occultism and try and figure out like what creatures
Sure.
suck the blood?
Yes, give me an occultism.
Chupacabra for sure.
Yeah.
A jackalope.
Yeah, you definitely think could be a chupacabra. You've heard of a dark creature of the night called a vampire, and that immediately
Oh.
brings to your mind.
Go away.
Vampire. All right. We're still by the gate.
I think you guys probably went off at this point.
Oh shoot. Okay. Oh, we gotta tell them, right? There's something more devious inside.
Yeah, you guys can head back over there. I mean,
Yeah.
assuming that Gresha and Sal wait for these messages you find a spot that you can reach with the spell.
Number 5,
Nope.
Hawk Sal.
Yeah, hold on, Gresher. Hold this guy. I'm getting a call. My feet are vibrating. Roxanne? Is that you?
Get the call.
My
Potentially
What do we
dangerous
got?
vampire lurking.
Oh, out there. We need to get out there. Oh,
Inside.
inside.
Yeah.
Mm.
Maybe investigate that further.
Oh, okay. He says, "Wait, Gresher, hold up." And then he goes over to this guard. You know anything about a vampire in the keep?
You're asking the
Hold
guy
on.
you're killing right now?
Hey, hold the dagger to him. Says, "Gresher, hold on. Wait, kill him yet? Wait, don't kill him at all." And he winks.
All right.
He holds the formed dagger to his throat. Says, "What do you know about a vampire killing people in this keep here?"
I know no such thing.
Huh?
I've never been inside the keep, I swear.
He squints an eyeball at him. Wants to insight check him.
Sure.
Sense motive.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's something there. That he may not be telling you. With your sense motive check.
Well, if he doesn't know anything, I guess we can just go ahead and finish the job, Gresher.
Wait. There was a carriage.
Hmm.
It was definitely from Ustalop.
Oh.
I did not see him in his face. It was a cloaked figure. He came in, he went into the keep. That's the last I saw of him.
Cloaks, Ustalov. See, now I'm sure this Khazar guy's gotta go. Look, think about that guy. He lets this dude in from Ustalov, vampire probably. You think that's a very smart orcish thing to do, bud? What's your name, bud?
I don't know what a vampire is. My name is Bud.
That's what I thought it was.
But
How did
just
you
start calling
know?
random nickname. Hey, look here, Turbo. You know, we gotta.
He dusts him off. Says, "You know what? You gave us some good information, and you seem like a stand-up guy. You gonna put this whole Khazar business behind you."
What else would you do? We know that horde is coming soon. This is the only safe place.
Yeah, but see, I know a couple of really good leaders, much better than Khazar, would be pinned up in the keep, not doing anything, talking to vampires and cyclops and wyverns.
What was the thing that
You got a real smorgasbord.
There's a whole
Stop.
cabal and
There's a party in there. The only thing that's not in that keep is an orc, because Khazar he's probably not even an orc. He's probably just a really sick-looking human.
And what was that
Green.
thing you said,
Green
Sal?
paint.
And what was that thing you said, Sal? The ones who are out there, if they end up dying to the horde, they just add to it?
Yeah, there's be more zombies to deal with. It's a fucking pain in the ass killing all these zombies. They're everywhere. Can't take a step without stepping on a zombie.
Coming up behind you to this situation is a couple of guards.
Ah, shit. Well, you gotta make a decision quick, bud. Or you're going in the pit. New order, new world new hold management. Or the pit. He holds the dagger. I would like to make an intimidation.
Yes, give me intimidation. This is a course. Yeah.
I'd like to aid him on his intimidation.
Okay, sure. All right, pretty good.
I think I got it.
Nice.
15.
Just enough for a successful aid. Perfect. All right, bam and bam. Nice. 28. All right, he's gonna fight with you.
right.
It seems like some guards have approached your ass. You're like, hey, what the hell are you doing over there? And then fucking they get exclamation points.
These are the guards that Sal's already rizzed up.
No, these like
he
he's
says,
like,
I knew
hey,
it.
what are you guys doing over there?
I knew I should have started on the east side. Here you go. And he's gonna flash forward, Gresher, and axe.
We were talking with Bud here. Just trying to make ourselves more at home now that
We've been
done.
noticing a few of our guards have gone missing. You are the only newcomers here.
It's not my fault. You've got lazy guards falling asleep, probably falling in a pit. That's on them.
The next thing he says is roll initiative.
All right.
You rolling?
Yeah. Let me just. I'll bring you guys over to this map. I'll bring you over next to the sinkhole too.
Roxanne will be back with you in a bit.
Put you on hold.
Oh my God.
You just hear you hear elevator music. It's orcish war drums. It's Sal humming.
All right. Let's get let's see. First patrol.
What'd you hand me?
He was gonna try to flash forward you an orcish butchering axe, Sal style.
Ah, okay.
You're gonna want to make sure you kill the first one quick with that, because it's hard to make those. Not gonna lie, it's probably gonna break on you. But first one you kill, you just take their weapon.
Let's see. Actually, okay, so it's gonna be these couple.
Now, if it was a double axe,
All right, let's this guy and this guy.
I'm gonna turn to Krish and be like, "Do you think it was a good idea to just split the party like this and send them two alone in there?"
Should be fine.
They've
They've been doing work.
Yeah.
at the top minds on the case right now.
Okay. So this is going to take place. Yeah. Just picking a good spot. Oh, there's actually underneath for that spot. Whoa. Okay. This map has some cool roof stuff going
Yeah, I
on.
mean, tell you straight up, worst case scenario, we're going in the pit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they probably would not follow you into the pit.
That's our escape route.
Pressure. I haven't talked to these guys. I don't know if they're amenable to the plan, but I think we're gonna have to kill them. So.
Discussion and so. Okay. All right, and then you had one guy who was you, of course. Let's see. Who's this guy gonna be? This guy. Yeah, he seems cool. Actually, wait. Let's keep that going. Splitskull Keep courtyard. That guy's kind of intense. All right, this guy was cool. Let's get get an idea of what we're working with in here. And I'll put you other guys on the map too, just so you can get a peek of what's going on. Okay, so I'm gonna put Dale, Bobby, and Crash over here. You guys won't be able to see, but you guys will be over here. Okay. Oh, you guys won't be able to see, actually, because of the way the walls work. I'll give you some height. How high are these gosh darn walls? No. Okay, they actually don't have wall height of the map. All right, well,
Call it.
I'll just
40,
bring you guys in, and you guys will be part of the orc crowd that shows up.
Watching. Okay.
Yeah, is watching. You guys aren't actually here though. All right.
Okay.
So let's get you guys combat. We'll activate this. Ooh. Oh, it's because he thinks he's on the enemy team. Hold on. He's like, "Hey, Kimmy, this is an extreme encounter. Warning, warning."
Yeah.
Like, oh, I forgot this guy's supposed to be on your team. Hold on here. Wait, let's try again. He's on your side. Now what is the thing? Okay. Let's see. A couple of guys show up. There we go. Get you in. Splitskull Keep and activate. All right, so you guys were over here, chatting with this guy. You were holding him over the sinkhole. Yeah. You eventually got through to him. Here's Bud. Hold on, let me change his name too. So hovered by anyone. But no, it still says, hold on.
I didn't even put like a board down over the sinkhole.
Wait,
Well,
can
we
I
see
see
some-
this crush art? That looks amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, new crush.
Yeah, I got new crush art.
God damn. The crush he tells you
I
not to
could-
worry about.
I barely fit him in the token.
So wide.
All right, yeah. Oh, it's still gonna say his name is Iron Spear Bandit, but no, that's Bud.
All right. I'll mark
Alright.
it. I'll commit it to memory. Yeah, whenever I hover over, I can see Bud.
Okay, cool. All right, sick. Still loading? Oh yeah, this is a pretty big map. They actually cut this map into 4 pieces. This is the full version of it, though. I mean, oh yeah, this guy's here. That's the cook,
Barrack.
Eric. Got his cool cooking station there. Yeah. So these guys come up and they're just like, "Hey, what are you doing over there?" And I'm like, "You shouldn't be putting guys in holes. I need those guys to defend the keep."
I've got new guys. For you.
Some such.
Oh, that's actually a 24 because I used the aid on the intimidation. I updated.
I mean, you could even use that. You can use what you rolled for intimidation if you want.
Oh, what did I roll for intimidation? 27.
You rolled a 27 with an 8
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a 28.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. So I think if I hit this button, there you go.
Hell yeah.
You're already above them, so you go first. All right. So you let go of Bud, and you're like, "You better fight with us." It's like, "Hey, okay, just don't put me in the hole."
All right, he spins around the dagger that he was holding to his throat and holds it out to him.
Uh-huh.
And then he's gonna flash forge Grusha her butchering axe.
Sick.
And then third action, he will. Oh, wrong button. My bad. He will armor up, and you'll pull his armor on.
Nice. I'm just gonna run your hand across your chest, and then the metal just follows.
Yeah, basically one arm's holding the weapon out to Grusha as it forms into a massive butchering axe. It's got a little tiny double axe on the bottom of it, and then the dagger's held up to Bud, and then armor just seeps out of his pores and covers his body. And that is his turn.
All right. Oh, I forgot to start combat. Whoops. There we go. All right. These guys are, hey! Comes over the thing. All right, I'll put you into place, newcomers.
Those are our places within the keep.
He's gonna punch you. Pressure.
You're gonna beat you now.
9 damage. Alright. And he'll go for another one. Wait a minute. Yeah, now he'll go for another one. Miss completely. Alright. This guy's gonna go. He'll run over here. He'll stride. He'll make his way all the way around the pit to the other side. And he's gonna attack Bud.
Oh my god.
Alright. Another punch.
My best friend.
Oh, he hits him. It's 8 damage. Just punches him across the head. And you see that some of the orcs have gathered to watch and cheer as this kind of just fight breaks out. I didn't really know what it's all about or who's fighting who, but I enjoy a good tussle. This guy's going to run up on top of these logs. And he's actually gonna, let's see, he's gonna pull out a javelin. He sees you put all this armor on, so he's gonna throw it at you.
Send it.
Alright, a miss.
It was
Pressure.
in the pit.
Ricochets and falls into the pit.
Okay. This guy ran up and smacked me. All right. So
They're gonna show you. They're gonna show you who's boss around here.
I'll take the weapon that Sal made for me.
He comes up and punches you. You're like, that's a clobberin'.
Well, I guess I have to do this. Do you have to be? I want to shove this guy into this hole. Do I have to be? On
You have to go away from, and I have to be, or you have to reposition him.
Oh, it'd be a reposition. Okay.
I think so.
You'd have to grapple and then reposition, or because you can only shove away, so you could shove him to these 3 spots, I think, right? Because it's away.
Yeah.
You can't shove laterally.
Alright. Okay. I'm gonna take a step to move over to here.
Oh, he looks like he was about to move, but he looks like he was about to react to that, but you stepped.
And then I'm gonna shove.
All right. All right, it's pretty good. He gets shoved 5 feet back. I'm gonna have him make a save as he gets to the edge of the pit. Actually, he's gonna have to
Grab an edge.
Yeah, grab an edge. Let's see. Let's see if he's good at that. Grab an edge. Grab onto something. Let's see. You fall past an edge or a handhold. What kind of check is it though?
I think it's
Grab
a
an edge.
reflex save.
Oh, it's a climb. No, that's if you. Oh, a reflex save. Yeah. Or acrobatics. All right. Yeah, he's gonna use his reflex save. Let's say. I was gonna say the DC was higher than that. So yep, he kind of goes like, oh. He kind of falls. Goes whoa, whoa, whoa. Slides into there. And he falls down. He starts sinking into the pit.
Oh, gosh, now they're gonna find the bodies.
It's gonna be horrified when he gets down there. Hopefully they haven't woken up yet, or maybe they're.
All right, Bud's gonna go. Oh, do you have one more action?
Nope, that was it. Grab weapon, step, push.
All right, Bud's gonna kick him further down into the hole. It's not.
Let's ride or die.
He's just gonna shove him further.
He's joined our wolf pack.
You made him a lot of interesting points by not killing him. Holy shit!
Fucking down smash.
He just Goomba stomps him into the pit, and this guy's gone.
What did I tell you, Aggression? Look at this. Great guy, this Bud. I'm really glad we didn't shank you and throw you in the pit.
Two. All right, and then he will draw. What has he got? He's got. He'll just punch him, and then he'll punch this guy. It's gonna be a map because he attacked. Nice, he hits back. Oh shit. Maximum damage. Oh yeah. Alright. And he's gonna get away from the pit. He's gonna step.
Smart.
Because that was almost him just there. Alright, Sal. One of the persons got sucked into the pit.
Alright, let's see. Okay. This guy over here to the north, so Sal just, so this guy was punching Bud. Alright, he's gonna, he hefts his fist, and then he's gonna punch around Bud, and he's gonna use a reach attack.
Okay.
To, hit this guy with some bludgeoning here.
Alright.
We'll do a weapon infusion, 2 action, reach, melee attack.
Oh, okay. That's a hit.
I'm gonna bop him.
Okay. Not feeling good.
Alright, and then
So you form like a metal fist, or what is the weapon you're using?
yeah, basically he like goes to punch, and he like does like a sideways punch, and as he does, it just his fist just extends around
Like
like
a gauntlet comes off and
yeah, yeah, it goes around, just hits him right across the chin.
Roars at you.
And then third action, let's see. Oh, and whenever I do that, spikes jut out from his armor at the same time.
Oh,
They do
nice.
piercing damage if anybody hits him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, I think, just raise my shield. Let's see, Bud's got a dagger. Yeah, I'll just raise my shield. And that's all I got.
Okay. Echoing up from the pit, you hear Rasters, I'm gonna go up in there. It's just a scream that gets cut off.
Sal taps his head, like thinking, a problem for future us, Gresha. It's getting close.
Along the lines of, what the hell is that? And then it gets cut off. For the next guy.
Really brings the whole together. Undead pouring out of the floor.
During the round, can I send a tremor signs? It's like, y'all all right? What if this Khazard is being charmed by the vampire, and it'll cut off.
Well, I killed a lot of people unnecessarily, Roxanne.
You can respond with a reaction. I think it would have gone to Gresha because I know that Gresha has some cultism.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that message, Gresha, so however you want to respond to it on your turn. This guy here, he's gonna pull out his next splitter. He's done playing around, and he's gonna put Bud down here. Oh shit. No.
Bud.
No, not Bud. Okay, he's still doing all right. All right, so one action, pull out his weapon. He does that. He's going to then. He's got force moves, agile. He'll go and pull out another weapon. He pulls out a short sword with his other hand. That's his turn. Bud, do you have? No, you don't. All right. This one through his javelin. He's gonna pull out his next splitter. He's gonna jump onto these boxes and strike you, Gresha. His next splitter. Let's look at hit. A little bit of damage. 7, and then it's your turn.
Reaction to respond. We're talking about vampires. I'd like to do a recall knowledge on what I may know.
About vampire?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. Turns out you know a lot about vampires.
You grew up with Strahd. Went to school with Strahd in 3rd grade, dude.
All right. Well, You can ask me 2 questions about them if you'd like. I'm gonna let you use any meta knowledge you may have as a player about vampires. But if you'd like to know more, let's see. What can I tell you about vampires? Oh, that's the archetype.
I guess
What I want.
weaknesses.
The weaknesses of a vampire.
Yeah. Specifically Pathfinder vampires. I don't know if it's any different than, fucking vampires I've been fighting in Curses Drop for the past 2 years. But...
Oh, I'm sorry to bring this horror back to you.
I can never escape it.
They actually like garlic. Not a problem to them.
They take long walks in the sunlight.
Do they sparkle?
Vampire vulnerabilities. Okay, here we go. All right. The things you know about vampires. They have dark vision. They use void healing. They are usually the unnatural spawn of more vampires. Usually, if you get bit by a vampire, you become a spawn until you go through a ritual and then become a true vampire. You want to know about their vulnerabilities, though?
Yeah.
Okay. They have... I'm going to tell you 2 of their vulnerabilities. Let's see. Revulsion. A vampire can't voluntarily come within 10 feet of brandished garlic, or a brandished religious symbol of a deity with a holy sanctification. Also, a wooden stake driven through the heart of a vampire drops the vampire to 0 HP and prevents them from healing above 0 HP even inside their coffin. Staking a vampire requires 3 actions and only works if they're unconscious.
Okay, that's a bit of a process.
Yeah.
I'll just, for now, the free action back to Roxanne will be the aversion to garlic.
Find some garlic.
Yeah, find garlic if there's anything in the caravan.
Oh wow! You know what? I can search my pack for 1 minute.
Oh my god.
Oh, 'cause
With
of your
Christian
planning.
planner.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute!
Nice.
Holy shit!
In the
Okay.
meantime, I'm gonna cleave this guy. So
Okay, please.
fuck it, we're just gonna spell strike him. We're gonna hit with a Gauss Claw, strike, slashing, rope. Okay.
Alright, a hit.
That is a hit.
Alright.
Jesus.
27 damage and 4 bleed. He's not looking good. You nearly cut him in half.
You gotta roll a d20 on a 4 or lower, your axe breaks.
Oh, right.
That's the Flash Forge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, it breaks. It explodes. He
It breaks
Sal
apart
used
in
it.
him, and there's just shards.
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say,
the body's
yeah,
bleeding.
you pull it in there, then you get the axe in there, and you get a big chunk of his shoulder, and then you send your magic through it, and it just can't hold on to your magic, and then it just fucking explodes, sending shards into the sky. It sends you reeling back a little bit, and you look back at Sal.
Gresh, I told you that those are hard to make. Or you should be careful with it. Jeez. Give me a second. Let me get another one.
Anything else, Crush?
That, nope,
You have 1
that's
action
all,
left.
That's all 3. It was 1 for the recall knowledge and a 2 for the spell strike.
Oh, gotcha. All right, Bud. Let's see. Oh, well, this guy pull out his axe. He's gonna pull out his weapon. I think he's got a battle axe here. Bud doesn't take slight. Doesn't take no. He misses. He rolled a 1. All right, he'll go for math. There we go. Gotcha. All right. As soon as the orc would go down, he roars out his orcish heritage, and he stays at 1 health
By his birthright.
by his birthright. All right, and then Bud's the crazy guy. He's gonna go for a map 10.
Oh, yeah.
He's a wild orc, and he misses. All right, Sal.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. All right, we're gonna do one attack down to the southeast. So yeah, he sends out his other fist to try and pop that guy. So we'll do a 2 action, and we'll do a thrown.
All right, he
So
goes
the one-
down, but he comes up, but he gets up again.
All right, then like a boxer stance, you'll send a 1 action map up towards the north.
All right, and he's down. All right. You knock him. You knock into him. He can't hold on any longer. It's too much pain. Bud takes the axe that's already in him, and he kind of shakes him free. And he also falls into the pit because why not?
As that guy slips into the pit, Sal looks up and says, "Gosh, what do you think the chances are these guys are getting controlled by vampires too?" Low, right? Probably 0.
Gresha just kind of gives you the half and half side.
Good enough for me.
All right. You gonna oh shit! You cast a spell, right? It still counts as casting a spell, yeah.
Not
Spell strike?
necessarily because I'm channeling the spell, but I'm making a strike. So I'm not.
Well,
like,
you
Or is it-
do
is it-
use the like inside of spell strike. You do use the cast a spell action.
oh, it does. Let me see.
Like if you post up spell strike, you consume an action to cast a you do have to do the cast a spell action. It's very
gotcha.
long.
It's all fucking novel.
Yeah, so if you click on the spell strike button, it will have a like the spell strike inside of the spell strike activity. Where it says use 1 or 2 actions to cast a spell. It is, yeah. No, I've had to acquaint myself with this guy.
Yeah, I was also thinking about playing a Mega soon. So I think, yeah, it does trigger. It's going to trigger his reactive strike. So he will get the 1 hit on you for free.
All right.
And he missed, so whatever. All right, so his turn. It's 3 actions. He'll go for another strike. Splitter, a little bit of damage. All that bounced back from a 20. I was scared. 11 damage. Second action, he's gonna pull out his short sword, and then third action, he's going to stab you with that map. And miss. So that's all his stuff. And he's gonna take 4 damage and die on his turn. Because he failed his recovery.
All that, and we just fall over. Gresha's gonna
Yeah.
pick up his body and toss it down the hole.
And without all that for a drop of blood.
All right. Quickly, when they realized that the fight has broken into, like, at first they were throwing punches and stuff, and you guys pulled out weapons. Eventually, they kind of the orcs, the crowd watching, just kind of disperses, trying not to. They didn't see nothing.
Let's go and I think we need to link up with the others. Is that portcullis, right? Or what was that? We could try and sneak him in.
Actually, on over here on this side.
Other side. Oh,
Yeah.
It's on the left side. Okay, so that's keep. That's the open courtyard. Is this the down here to the south? That was.
All right. So yeah, quickly going over what you've already explored. This is the kitchen pit. This is the longhouse where you tried to sow discontent. All of these boxes on the outside, these are all essentially kind of guard houses. They're not all totally full. At all times, most of the guards are just kind of going across the walls here. Let's see. Here was the Oh, who is this guy? Oh yeah, the guy you talked to in the cage is over here.
Sounds like it.
Hold on. Oh wait, I hit him. There he is. Yeah, it's even. There he is. It's even got.
What's he doing out of the cage? Whoa.
No, he's not. He's not. I was
He
just showing.
fucking sprung it.
I'm just showing you
Oh.
how cool. I just showing the cool layering they have here. He's actually in
I
there.
thought he was running for it.
Then there was the barracks for some orcs over here. And at any one point, there's about 24 orcs milling about. There's a couple on the battlements, and then you have the big keep to the north here. Where you have that guy out front. On the patrol though, let's see. You do find some treasure. Oh wait, I guess you knocked them all into
Threw him in the pit.
Well, I was
We'll get him later.
gonna say I want to quickly amend that and like take something off of one of the dudes before I toss him. The last guy, at least, before I toss him in.
Oh, okay.
You run his pockets.
Yeah, I
You
run his
run his
pockets
pockets?
before I toss him.
Oh, all right then. There you go. We had a copper penny.
Yoink.
Maybe it's lucky.
It is.
Wait, is it?
It's worth 30 gold.
Oh, shit, it's a talisman. Oh, interesting.
Standing can't. That's pretty nice.
Expert in acrobatics, so that's a tough sell.
Oh, expert. That's likely a crush. Or
And you're unarmored. Yeah,
Oh.
that's very restrictive.
Hey, it's still worth 30 gold. Probably throw that in your pocket.
There, I'll throw it in the stash.
Let's see.
It says, well, we can go into the catacombs and see if there's a way outside the keep. But Barrack didn't seem to think there was, so might be we could try and have him scale the wall, but that's going to draw a little bit of attention. If we're dealing with a vampire, a cyclops, a wyvern, a boar, and Khazar, then we're probably going to need at least like
need
Roxanne
everyone else.
and Dale. We could probably grab Crash too.
Oh, also, you guys also have the boar pen here that has not. You haven't interacted with that at all. Just letting you
No.
guys know.
After a minute, I'll be like, I have garlic. How much garlic do I have?
How much garlic do you have? Okay, now I need to look up garlic. Oh my god, it's an item. Okay. Cooked sliced
Where's
dish.
an item? Pathfinder.
Yeah, it's in there.
They have onions. They have onion, red onion, and onion sprout. Of course, they have fucking garlic. Jesus. They have sort of spices we have. They have
The
ginger.
most used spice in the majority of dishes.
Yeah, they've got ginger.
All right, so yeah, you have garlic, Roxanne. Does it say a gold amount you can have? Because garlic's only like 2 copper. I mean,
It just says I just need to pay for however much.
okay, it's 2 copper per thing of garlic.
All right, how many will you give me?
How many do you want?
How much garlic's in your bag, Roxanne?
How much garlic did you bring on this adventure?
I feel like I would at least bring enough garlic for. All right, flashback.
Flashback when you bought this garlic.
She's superstitious. She's got Spencer in tow. You know, she's looking at the merchants before we leave, and she's like, you know what? I don't know what's out here, but
Dale loves
Spencer's
garlic too.
yeah, Dale loves garlic with some of his soup, and then Spencer just knocks over like bulbs of garlic on the floor, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
So you had to
I'll
pick it
pay for
all up.
everything. I'll pay for
Okay,
everything.
All right. So everyone can add a garlic to their sheets.
Oh my god.
Big sale.
It's too good to pass up.
Oh, and suspiciously, like when you go and mention garlic, and Sal, you've already talked to the cook. You're like, I could dish up some garlic. He's definitely gotta have garlic over there. When you go over there, he explains that all of his garlic mysteriously disappeared, and he's really upset about it because he really likes using garlic in a lot of his dishes, but he doesn't know what happened, so he just shrugs and he makes do with what he's got.
Buy 10 get
I'll be
10
honest.
free.
Wait, did anybody mention the significance of garlic to Sal? Otherwise, he'd be like, "Oh, Roxanne gave me this bulb. Actually, here you go." He'd probably just give it away unless somebody mentioned the significance of garlic to him.
I don't know if you've handed it out yet, Roxanne. I think you probably still
Okay.
have
Oh yeah,
it.
it would be on me. I was searching my pack for it to see
Okay,
if I had
gotcha.
garlic.
That's good.
But
So-
I'll just say like maybe spread that there's a vampire leading them.
What's a vampire?
Oh, a vampire is, and I'll go into a full-on nerd fest of explaining what a vampire is to Krish.
All right. Crash, you can use whatever player knowledge you may have about a vampire.
No, I feel
Don't
like
fly to
Fresh
Crash.
is like.
What's you don't think? Chris, you don't think Crash is interested?
No, I don't, like, it's not that I don't think Crush is interested. I don't think Crush is very. He's not very smart. He's not. He's and he's been like a homebody.
sorry.
He's like,
There you go. So go ahead. I was just revealing these pigs. There are pigs in the pen, Gresha. They look a lot like pork. Sorry, go ahead.
oh no, I'm just saying like Crush doesn't like all this adventuring stuff, like all these like all types of monsters. It's all very new to him. So I don't think he knows, like, or rather, he's probably heard stories like of like various like mythical things, like the big things like dragons and cyclopses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if someone is like, what's a vampire? What does that do?
You know, they used to not put them old vampires in them comic books. I don't know if you ever seen a comic book before. Alkenstar, we got these things where they put pictures and stuff in like books. But they used to not put vampires in. They was scary back in the day. Now you can put them in there because it kind of, everybody's seen a vampire before.
Do you fight them? What do you do with them?
Hell yeah, you do, man. You don't fight. Let one of them vampires just get a hold of you. That sucker will bite you and drain your blood from you. And
Yeah, I mean, just look at what he did here, and
yeah, look,
look at the puncture wounds and
Puncture
how
the
it
body.
completely drained the blood from. I mean, it's really quite fascinating, but it's also
Looks like a
horrific.
mosquito. It's like a big
Yeah, it's kind of like a mosquito.
they're
But
bug people.
no, it's more like a humanoid type form. You know what?
Yeah.
Have there ever been like orc vampires? Is that a thing?
darling, you might be onto something. I don't know if I ever seen an orc vampire before.
Yeah,
Most of
I
them
mean,
vampire folks all pretty and stuff. Like,
yeah. They got like
they
long
don't
flowing
age.
hair.
yeah,
Oh yeah, they don't age. They don't like the light. Like
no,
the
they
sun.
don't. Uh-uh.
It's like they're preserved. Yeah, I know it's right. It sounds kind of bizarre, right? But
Sound like they got a lot of things they can't do.
Yeah.
but then they're pretty powerful too. Like
Yeah, that's the
They
trade-off, right?
can-
Like, if you can't walk around during the day, you only walk around at night. Like, I mean, you got to be some benefit to it, or else nobody would do it.
I should mention now. This is a good time to mention this. It's getting sort of dark. It's getting towards the end of the day now.
oh jeez. Okay.
And also, very quickly, Gresha, when you went over to the I'll give you a flavor text. A stout paddock here is surrounded by a strong-looking fence. The dirt inside has been churned up so that clouds of dust swirl constantly in the area. You hear low grunting and squeals filled in the air, the occasional shout from some kind of trainer.
Russia was going over here because they saw this water bed and they're just gonna take some of the water and wash off with the blood that they have on them right now.
Okay, yeah, go right ahead.
But you said that there's someone in here?
Yeah, there's someone working there.
Oh, okay.
They look a lot like hold on. They look a lot like the guards on the sides of the that have been patrolling around. Bud kind of looks to you, Sal, and he says,
Well, there's no going back now. As soon as Khazards finds out we've killed his guards, he might send the wyvern after us.
Yeah, we need to go ahead and deal with him pretty quick here.
You're
Don't
going to go
worry.
in there?
Oh yeah. We need to, get the rest of our crew here. I mean, he looks around. He says, if that old, what were they calling it? It was like an abbot.
An abbot?
What was the name for this technical name for this portcullis over here?
Technical name for the portcullis. Oh, a Sally port.
A Sally port.
Let's just call it a fucking hole in the wall.
The hole in the wall. He said, "Yeah, you got a little hole in the wall."
Yes, I remember they filled it with garbage to try and
perfect.
block it up. Because Hard ordered it filled to block it off.
Well, if it's just filled with garbage, that's not going to stop them from crawling through. He says he starts to rub his feet together, trying to get a hold of Roxanne. He starts stamping the ground.
Yeah, I don't think you can initiate.
Like, what are you doing, Brand?
Shit. She's sending me the voicemail.
What?
She's leaving me unread.
Well, then I'll figure it out. Yeah, come on, bud. He'll drop his armor.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you get a lot of the orcs probably recognize you from that fight, but none of them really pay you much mind. They don't seem to be bothering you.
He shoots some finger guns at some of the guards he chatted up.
All right.
Slaps one on the shoulder, says, "Trust the process, brother."
All right. Yeah. Let me make it some nighttime now. And then yeah, I think that'll probably be a good place to call it for tonight, as you guys kind of maybe link back up, and yeah, as it starts to get sort of towards night, you guys can probably start clearing out the rubble whenever you got a moment, and that way you guys could link back up. And yeah, you guys have a lot to think about. There's lots of different ways to take this part of the adventure, and yeah, I hope you guys are excited to start causing some havoc, start usurping some jerks.
Yeah.
And maybe there's a vampire. I don't know if there's a vampire running around. See what's down in the catacombs, maybe. All right, and yeah, I'll bring you back to the dashboard. Ooh, got up to a lot. Guess it made it to Splitskull Keep, and there's plenty of stuff to figure out. Oh, what did I do? Okay. Oh. Woof. Okay. Don't worry about that. Nothing happened. Thought I activated the wrong map. Alright. Thank you guys so much for playing. We'll come back. We'll see you guys back here next week for what you guys decided I'm doing. You've made some progress. Showing the orcs here that maybe Khazard ain't the best ruler guy. Maybe they could do better. Maybe they could reconnect with their villagers back in the keep.
Oh, one thing I wanted to ask. When they took our weapons, did they take them somewhere?
Yeah, you could probably ask around and find out where they took your weapons. Yeah, I know they took your striking axe, huh?
You don't need that. I got you covered.
I love you making her weapon. It blows up on the first one.
Yeah,
that was great. Wrong.
Hey, I need a new thing.
I got you.
Man, I don't know. These weapons been kind of.
Need to look at the warranty on these things.
They always work. Once, guaranteed.
Well, at least once.
At least
perfect.
once.
It was incredible. I love it so much. So good. And then yeah, the encroaching horde, an ever-present threat.
We gotta get moving.
Slowly approaching. Who knows how much time you have?
Okay.
But yeah,
we
you
should
guys
have some
excited.
decent time. We didn't really fail any of the challenges getting.
No, you guys
here.
did.
Yeah.
We just
Wait,
need to
you guys
depose
did-
Kazar overnight.
Hmm?
We got it.
Yeah.
All right.
In and out. Quick 15-minute mutiny.
In and out.
Just
Yeah, I was really worried.
quick
I was really worried you guys were gonna fight. Like when they took your weapons, like, oh shit, what if they fight? I made sure all of the guards had stat blocks, just to not they weren't just like NPC with 10
Yeah.
health, because they like to do that for a lot of the NPCs. It's just really a face token. But I went to make sure they all had tokens in case. I don't know which way you're gonna take it. I would like where it's going now. I'd like the guys exploring, finding out about what's going on here.
Infiltration.
Yep, infiltration.
Civilized orcs.
This is orc subterfuge. There's a lot of killing. There's a little bit of talking, some strategy,
Yeah, and there's
a
the fight.
couple
There are patrols.
couple of
supposed
snack
to
breaks.
hit you guys with. That was the first one. As you guys kind of go around and start doing stuff, they do start noticing. There are two numbers I have in the background here. One is awareness points, and the other is infiltration points.
Okay.
I think it was fine when we got rid of 4, but when we got 5,
Well, you just kept going, huh?
then the awareness
Well, hey,
took over.
and you met Bud.
True. We've acquired a new
Hope-
life.
Hopefully, he
Yeah.
doesn't die. Hold on. Gonna make a token for him.
Especially
He needs
when-
healing.
He does need healing. Yeah,
No.
we need Roxanne.
We gotta get him inside. We gotta figure out the Sally port, the hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Great descent. Vampires bad. Orcs great. We would never follow
Exactly.
vampires.
True.
Probably never even heard of a vampire.
Plus the vampire's really convincing and had a good plan for how to run the Orc City or Hold.
Yeah, it's really funny because you guys, maybe your character probably. I mean, it was probably in the travel guide. Yeah, Belkzen is right on the border of Ustalav, which is known to be it's like the gothic horror part of the world. That's where you put your Curse of Strahd campaign if there was one, it would be in Ustalav. It's yeah, super gothic horror. We got zombies and vampires and werewolves running around. And it's
Some of
right
them just
there.
Cross over the border.
Some of them might cross over to the border.
Mhm,
Right here,
mhm,
this
mhm.
border.
Oh man, yeah.
That was cool.
All right. Well,
All right,
thanks for
well, yeah.
playing, Red.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you next time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.